City fans celebrate. Would you believe it? Manchester City have one hand on the FA Cup.
It's finished at Sunderland. Manchester United have done all they can. That Rooney goal was enough for the 3 points. Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero! I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again. So watch it, drink it in. De Bruyne. Gundogan again. The king of comebacks.
There's a good try. Oh, incredible! Ilkay Gundogan. Right from the start. That is stunning.
They've done it! They've done it! Manchester City have done it! Once, twice, 3 times the champion! Champions of Europe finally! History made in Istanbul! The treble complete!
History makers, for the first time ever, an English club have won 4 titles in a row.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. Unnecessary loudness at the beginning. Villa ball in. Oh no! Oh, over the top. Villa are losing. United have scabbed a win. Disappointment, because I was coming into this. Bear with me, I can hear an echo. What was I going to say? Yeah, United scabbing a win, man. I thought we were about to see the end of Michael Carrick's tenure. 2 wins, it could have been followed by a 2-2 draw, but they snatched it at the end with a Sesko finish. But in all honesty, this Villa game is a little bit more important, to be honest, because they are losing at home to 10... They've lost at home to 10-man Brentford. They've lost. Villa title race, Aston title race, Villa lost. I mean, the squad they've got is hardly surprising to see them struggle. But we've got to do our job today, man. Not an easy job. Spurs. Bloody Spurs. Now, I know a lot of you shot me down, actually. A lot of you like, what are you talking about, Jonny? Curse? A curse? Like, what are you talking about? Like, obviously it's not a curse. I'm not suggesting we get voodoo dolls out and start, like, poking, like, Solanke in the face with some needles or anything like that. I'm not suggesting that. You just get it. And if you don't, you're not long in the tooth enough for me. You haven't been a City fan long enough if you don't get it. You just don't get it then. You haven't been a City fan long enough to understand that there are things in this footballing world that are bogey teams. Like Spurs, they are 100% our bogey team. Currently sat in 15th place as I'm looking at them right now. We head to their ground and their defence has been decimated. I mean, one, really, if you exclude the goalkeeper, one starting 11 in that Spurs 11, in the back line rather, in Romero, as well as some makeshift Archie Gray. He's going to be playing fullback by the looks of it as well. City team news is interesting as well, which I've got some concerns, but I've also got some positives to bring you as well, which makes me think, Pep, you either got a little bit lucky, because I don't think he has an idea what Spurs are going to do, but now I've seen the Spurs 11, I'm pleased with the City 11. When I first saw the City 11, I was like, why no Marmush? No Marmush, why? Why? But now I've seen the Spurs 11, I'm actually a little bit pleased with the midfielders that he's picked. And we'll talk about that in a minute. Right. Hello, everybody. I hope you're all good. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you're subscribing if you're new around here, as well as if you're interested in supporting the channel even further. That would be greatly appreciated, and you can do that by becoming a member. That is easily done by clicking on the link in the pinned comment of the chat. But good to see everyone. Merlag was in here nice and early. Good to see you, mate. At this moment in time, considering past results and context, this game can be decided by a coin toss. This game can either end in a 2-0 Man City win or a 3-1 Spurs win. You're going with a 2-0 City win. I don't know, mate. I feel like we're more favourites than a coin. I don't think it's as 50-50 as that. I do think we're favourites, and that's when it bothers me more, to be honest, because it's City side that has got more than enough to beat them, really, up front. And their defence is like on a good day, when they've got all their players available, it's a bang average Premier League defence when they've got all their players available. With the players that are missing, the cohesion is going to be minimal at the back there. The understanding between that back four is going to be virtually non-existent. Archie Gray at right back, and Udogie's all right. He's athletic, isn't he? We'll talk about it in a minute, but SRP, good to see you. Hello, John Man. What a night that was on Wednesday, but now we have fucking Spurs. Those bastards always find a way to beat us. I'm very sick today. I hope you feel better soon, mate. I hope we get the result for you. Zen, good to see you, mate. I can already imagine us scoring in the whole of the White Hart Lane. Well, it's not called White Hart Lane anymore, is it? But Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which is a bit of an average name, really, but chair's wobbling. That's not a good start, is it? I'll go with a solid 2-0 win to the Blues. James, good to see you, mate. Nothing typical about today. We just kicked their ass 5-0. I hope so, James. Hope so, mate. Alaric, good to see you, mate. We're more physical now than earlier in the year with our new signings, 100%. And they're both playing as well, which I thought was inevitable, really. There was no world where those two weren't playing today. I saw a few suggesting that Semenyo shouldn't start, and absolutely had to start this game. I'm feeling pretty good about our team. 4-0 City. Diaz, he ain't getting minutes today, unfortunately, though. Church, good to see you, mate. Salutations, fellow Blues. The Henry Hotspur, I thought I nearly said Henry, like Thierry Henry. You can't say that when Spurs are about. The Henry Hotspur Percy followers won't be taking any points off us today. Erling is bagging again, so it's a 6-0 to the hyper-prodigious Sky Blue Juggernaut. Come on, the Blues. Come on, shit. Big up Rockstar, good to see you, mate. Hello Blues, and hello Jonny, feeling confident today. Erling's bagging, going for a 3-0 from the striking Viking. Last 3 goals at Spurs has been scored by Hart. Is that true? I didn't realise it was the last 3. Which is good. I remember one. I'll never forget the one from the penalty spot. That was so important, that goal, and the celebration as well. Like the relaxed, calm walk, but the face that wanted to explode with joy. That was so good, man. I love that. Good to see you, Phil. Good afternoon, Jonny. Good afternoon, everyone. No more curse. That's gone now. We just keep plugging away, winning, and hope Arsenal slip up. Tottenham 1, City 3. Good to see you, Phil. Nico. Hello, Al. This is just a guy. Hello, everyone. Spurs are always difficult, and now with Frank at the wheel, it's even more so. But I truly believe in our boys. 2-0 victory. Blue Moon says, Valkyrie, Cherky, good to see you, mate. Spursy hoping for the 4-2-4 system. We'll talk about that because I've gone with a 4-3-3, but it could easily merge into a 4-2-4, pushing Bernardo Silva up potentially, possibly even going into a 4-2-2. No, you can't have an extra 2 players, but it could easily, and so could Spurs, by the way. So could Spurs, because I was curious because I've matched them up on paper. But in reality, there could be a completely different system happening there. With the Spurs 11 as well as the Manchester City 11, it could be completely different. Good to see you, Douglas. I bloody hate Spurs, not in a rational way, but in an emotion-driven, disgust kind of way. I will exhume all the hell of Napoleon to defeat these... I wasn't expecting that word at the end there, Douglas. I must admit, I wasn't expecting that word. And I'm a big fan of that word, in all honesty. It's too people are too offended, man. But I know there are people that will get too easily offended. But I think I've said it once on this channel, and I'll probably say it again, probably today. So we'll see. Interesting what he's doing with the team, because obviously there is no Marmush. Let's start with that. because I was initially disappointed. I thought Pep Guardiola and the man management of Marmush has been a little bit poor since he arrived, in all honesty, because I think Marmush, he often comes onto the pitch, even going back to last season and the second half of last season, where he would pop up with a good performance, an amazing goal, maybe two, and then he's dropped next game. And he wasn't dropped last game, in fairness to him, because he played really well. I can't remember who it was. Was it who was it? Was it Wolves? Wolves, and then Galatasaray, where he should have scored and got back-to-back goals, one in the Premier League and then again in the Champions League, and he might have spurned an opportunity in that game, but I don't think he deserved to be dropped for this game. On face value, just going off the historical value, going off how well he played previously, I think it's harsh. And if I'm Marmush, I'm wondering about my future at this football club. I genuinely am. It's the same as Alvarez. It's the same as Alvarez, and you can predict the City fans all whinging in 6 months to a year, maybe 2 years. If he goes, and he's playing brilliant football elsewhere, which would be a devastating blow. It would be. But I think we need to try our best to keep hold of Marmush, because I think there's a player in there, man. A unique player. Having said all that, by the way, looking at the 11, I'm looking at them thinking, not the City 11. Let's go through them first of all, because let's start with the City 11. So you got Big Don between the sticks. Nunes, Kusanov, Gay and Aït-Nouri is the back four. Ryan Aït-Nouri, I'm pleased to see him in, but not at the expense of Nico O'Reilly, which of course means Nico O'Reilly pushes into midfield. It could be a three midfield, 4-3-3 with Bernardo Silva, Rodri and Nico O'Reilly. I like that as a numerical, not an advantage, but matchup to what could well be the same with Spurs of Gallagher, Paulinho and Bissouma. They are three horrible midfielders to go up against. Physicality, not too much in the way of technicality there between those three, in Gallagher, Paulinho and Bissouma, but they're just enforcers. It's just like he's built like a white wall to just stand there and block all the channels for City, and that's why I think it's going to be a 3. He could well go to a 4-2-2, and you could see Gallagher and Paulinho sitting in front of the back four, and in front of them you could have Bissouma and Xavi Simons as two number 10/8s, and then two up top with Kolo Muani and Solanke. Kolo Muani has played out wide this season already, which is why my guess was he could be going out wide. City could do exactly the same. In a 4-2-2, we could have O'Reilly and Rodri sitting, and then have Bernardo Silva and Cherki ahead of them, and then further ahead of them have Semenyo and Haaland up top together. So either side here could well match up with one another, which I think is interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how they set up on the pitch, because that is, of course, on paper. But it's a must-win game. Obviously, pretty much all the results, apart from the Villa game just now, have gone against us this weekend. It does seem to be that sort of season where we have a weekend of, it all goes our way, and then the next weekend everything goes against us. It could be one of those weekends where we just draw a line under it. Everybody bar Villa wins. In terms of Arsenal and City now, it's starting to look like a two-horse race for this title race, because Villa dropped some valuable points at home to Brentford. 10-men Brentford. That's not what you do in a title race, unfortunately. It's just not what you do. And they don't have the experience for these title races, Villa, and they don't have the squad either. So I don't think anyone's surprised. A lot of people were suggesting, are we sleeping on Villa? But I think everyone deep down knew that the squad was always going to be the biggest issue for them. But I'm hoping we could be talking about a situation at the end of the day where Arsenal have won, City have won, we go again. But bearing in mind these fixtures for City, Spurs away is notoriously a difficult fixture for us, regardless of their form, regardless of the injuries. It's always difficult. And then, of course, next week we've got Newcastle first. So, I mean, in terms of 3 fixtures, very tough fixtures. But yeah, Spurs, Newcastle in the League Cup second leg at home, but then away to Anfield, which, yeah, Liverpool starting to look a little bit better. Obviously, they 6-0 midweek, and then was it 3-1, 4-1 against Newcastle at home. So Liverpool starting to look better You know, so we've got some tough fixtures, but we do our job. I've just seen the red card there from Kevin Schade. Just absolutely studs. Matty, what is he thinking? I didn't see the Brentford red card. Have you seen it? Have you seen the Brentford red card? What is he doing? What is he thinking? They won anyway, so it didn't matter. I was watching the United game, in all honesty. I should have probably been watching this game because it matters more from a title race point of view. But, I mean, come on. Big up, Big M. City 3-1 today. Spurs are shite and we should win. I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right. But I'm pleased with what Pep's done. I think I've got is that a crack? Just realised there's a crack in the glass. Oh, no. Look at that. Look, can you see it? I don't think you can see it. Can you see the crack? Yeah, there, look. You see it there. Oh, no. That's new. I wonder if it's going to leak my beer. I've got a matching beer and glass as well, which I was looking forward to. I'm not looking forward to it anymore. Pissing bloody... Oh, you don't say bloody crack, do you? You shouldn't be saying those things, to be honest. Oh, man. Honestly. I'm confident that we can do the business. It's a tough one, this, for me. It's a tough one because I just can't shake that feeling of Spurs that, like, they'll do something like... Solanke's started to be a little bit more threatening up front, back from an injury, of course. Xavi Simons hasn't really done much in a Spurs shirt yet, has he? But you know he will today. And it's good to see Rodri back. How are you feeling about Rodri, considering Nico G's on the bench? If you put a gun to my head and asked me to pick one of them for this game, personally, I'd have probably just edged Rodri. Just. But I'm really torn on it because I think Nico G this season has been fantastic. He offers more solidity. What's your opinion on the 8/6 role? Because I hear a lot of people thinking Nico G is more of an 8 than a 6. Now, I know he's played as an 8 back in Portugal, back in his Porto days. I'm aware that he can play in that role. But out of the two, Rodri in the 8 or Nico G in the 8 and the other one sticking in the 6, for me, Rodri, see, everyone says he's an 8. He's not, for me, Jose. I disagree with you, mate. He can play there, and he isn't not an 8. It's just Rodri's a better 8. That's the point I'm saying. Because how can we say Nico G is a better decision to go in the 8 if we were to play both of these players at the same time, compared to Rodri, when Rodri got over 20 GNA in one season? I think that speaks volumes to me. That's definitive. I don't see Nico G getting 20 GNA in the span of one season. I can't see him getting into 10, to be honest. And I know he could do it, and I agree with you, Josie, that I reckon he could do it. I just think if you've got Rodri, I feel like Rodri in the 8, yeah, and I feel like Rodri can't cover the ground as well, which is more of a 6 job than an 8 job. More up and down, a bit more vertical than side to side compared to the 6. But I think they both could do both jobs, but I'm going off the fact that Rodri's goal involvements in one season is just like miles above anything Nico G has ever done in the game, and by a country mile. So I don't get the whole... It should be Rodri in the 6 and Nico G in the 8. I don't agree with that. I think if you are going to do that, it should be the other way around. But I'd like to see them play together. I really would. And if we are doing a 4-2-2-2 system, I always forget that too, then those two being as the 2 6s would be fantastic. And then potentially the future of... How does this sound? Imagine everyone on form, because right now Foden's in stinky form. So how do you feel about Foden not playing, first of all? I'm perfectly okay with it. Perfectly okay with it, by the way. I think it's more than reasonable to not see Phil Foden in the starting 11, considering his form hasn't been good enough. But picture Foden at his best, and doing the 4-2-2 system of Nico G and Rodri in the 2 6s, and then Cherky, and then Foden, and then Marmush and Haaland. That's pretty good to me. If everyone's on form, and you're getting your width from either Nico O'Reilly or Ryan Aït-Nouri, and then Nunes on the other side, you're getting your width from those guys. And then what we're saying at the back, probably Vardiol and Diaz, really. But mate, Gay is in there for me. Gay, I mean, who is your favourite two centre-backs now? Considering we've signed Mark Gay, it would be a bit early to say he should be a definite starter ahead of Diaz and ahead of Vardiol. Knowing what he's done in a Palace shirt and in a City shirt for like 90 minutes, yeah, he's played very well. It's just a bit early to be saying he's ahead of those guys who've been here for years, do you know what I mean? And deserve to be considered the top two centre-backs at the club. But possibly Vardiol is the one that might lose out there, because I think Vardiol, over the course of his Man City career, has been a better left-back than a left centre-back, just. And I think he's had good games, and not great games in both positions, but I think overall he's been more of a threat as well as a defensive powerhouse in left-back for me. So, yeah, I'd agree with you, Hannah. Good to see you as well. Hope you're good. Yeah, Diaz. I mean, I think Diaz isn't... Oh, look at that. I'm missing all of these highlights here. Handball on the line. Williams getting sent off there. Penalty to Palace. Nonchalant penalty. Nonchalant. Yeah, I agree, Christine. Foden is a superb player when on form at the moment. Socks need to be pulled up. In his case, yeah, I agree, you know. I wonder what it is with Foden, and how long do we give him? How long do we give Phil Foden before we say it's not just, you know, we love him. He's obviously, the Mancs are going to have that extra bit of special care for Foden in terms of he's one of our own. But I also see the same Mancunians wanting Rico Lewis gone and not too bothered about who starts over Nico O'Reilly or Ryan Ait-Nouri. So I don't think it is too much there, really. I don't think that's a big deal, really, being in part of the academy, really. If you're good enough, you're good enough. You know, being part of the academy, I didn't see many tears being shed for Oscar Bob being sold. But for some reason, Foden gets the extra love. But I think he has a lot of credit in the bank, you know, for what he's done at this football club already compared to the other academy players I just named. Nowhere near the achievements of Phil Foden. But there has to be a line drawn under Phil Foden's form to the point where it's like, do you need to just like go and sort yourself out, mate? Because coming in and out of a squad like this and in and out of a starting 11, whether it's personal problems or not, you know, it's like, you know, if you're a company and you've got an employee that constantly calls in sick every day and he's legitimately sick, but you have to do something about it because you can't have the company, and especially if he's got a vital role in the company, you know what I mean? If it's like super important job that he does, but you keep having to like paper over cracks and fill in for him because this individual is constantly sick. It's tragic and it's not nice, and I'm not saying Phil Foden's sick, but there is obviously something going on with Phil Foden, as there was all the rumours last year. Rumours are resurfacing this year. I just wonder where we stop, like, and go like, just go and sort yourself out. You know what I mean? Go and sort yourself out, and then come back when you're properly fresh and locked in, man. We need to locked in Phil Foden is what I want to see, man. And I haven't seen it for a while. We saw glimpses earlier this season. We just haven't seen it this season for me, which is a shame. And it's no surprise to see him on the bench today, and he is on the bench. Along with McAdoo, Reinders, Marmush, Lewis, Nico G, Ake, Elaine, and Trafford as well. So really, Marmush is the goal threat coming off the bench. There's a little bit of Reinders. The bench is reasonable. It's good to see those players on the bench, really, because we've got decent cover pretty much everywhere there. I'd like to see McAdoo at some point get another run out this season. I'd like to see that. But anyway, Curtis, good to see you, mate. Thanks for the super chat. I want revenge for their 4-0 and the 2-0 earlier this season. I'm hoping this crack doesn't cause problems. But we'll see when it starts dribbling all over my lap. But yeah. Come on. Come on, City. Oh. Low-key needs to go on hiatus. Yeah. And Thomas Frank as well. He's got our number. He's done really well against us in the past. With Brentford, obviously. The obvious thing to say is you don't have the Brentford players anymore. You don't have them available to you. So they were big, physical, dangerous from set pieces. And you can see him trying to implement that same way of playing into these Spurs players because they are the most lethal side in the league from aerial duels and goals from headers. They lead the way. That doesn't necessarily mean set pieces, by the way. Scoring from a header isn't always a set piece, is it? Could be a cross from open play. And they don't lead the way in terms of set pieces. I think, in fact, they are second or third. So they are good from set pieces, but they aren't as good as Arsenal. Arsenal are like a mile ahead of them. A mile ahead of them. We need to talk about Arsenal as well, because you're not going to want to hear this, City fans. You're not going to want to hear it. It's going to make you feel a bit shit, what I say, because it makes me feel shit to think it, in all honesty. But that was a big result for Arsenal yesterday, because obviously the results that were prior to the Leeds game, they were going away to a ground that has historically caused problems for big teams over the years. This season, I'm pretty sure, who was it? Was it Amorim who spoke out against the Man United board following the Leeds game? Pretty sure it was it Maresca who mouthed off again following the Leeds game. And I was thinking, Leeds seem to be causing problems for big sides. And I was very much hoping that Arsenal would be another one of those sides, not to be. But what impressed me most isn't the performance, because some people are saying, I've heard Arsenal fans saying how well they played. They played well when they were 3-0 up. Yeah, they did. Very easy to play well when you're 3-0 up. Everyone looks brilliant when you're 3-0 up. But how did you get to be 3-0 up? It was through own goals and set pieces. And that's often how Arsenal get their big leads and then start to play nice football when they've got a 3-goal lead. Of course, anyone can do that. But it's how they get there that people have not... Yeah, some people have got a problem with it. I think you should be allowed to play however you want to play. Sky is suggesting it's a back three with Paulinho playing 3-4-3. Could well be. He did it last game against Burnley. He did it against Burnley, so he may be doing it again. Paulinho at centre-back, possibly. I mean, there's all sorts of possibilities with that formation. But back to Arsenal just quickly. What impressed me most about Arsenal was Saka got injured in the warm-up. And that's not just it. They had their transportation, their travel was disrupted. I'm pretty sure they had a plane booked that got cancelled, and then they had to get a train up instead. Those are the sort of things that disrupt the flow, adding extra hours to your travel time, so minimal rest time. It's the sort of thing that if you've got a fragile mentality, you want it smooth sailing as you're walking into a football match. You don't want any disruptions, you don't want things to go against you, but your plane getting cancelled and your star player, really, your best player getting injured in the warm-up, they are exactly the sort of things that cause disruptions, and they dealt with it. They won 4-0, so you can't knock it. You can't knock it, unfortunately, and I hate to admit it, but that was a big result for them. A big, big result. Doesn't mean we now need to panic and we need to have a fragile mentality, because we can show them we've historically got a miles better mentality than they've got. Miles better. And put it on the pitch today and we'll beat them. We'll beat this fucking shower. Come on. As for Trent, I don't know. I never really was that big of a fan of him as a player. People talk about him in higher, with higher praise than I'm prepared to give him. I'm not prepared to give him the praise that a lot of people are. So, the one thing I would like about it was pissing off Liverpool fans. So we've got their star, their boyhood Liverpudlian sat on our bench. That would make me laugh. Other than that, not really bothered about him. I don't want him in the starting 11. Ahead of Nunes. No, mate. Nunes is better. The way he's been playing, miles better. It's just because he plays for Real Madrid and it would piss off the Liverpool fans. But the players are out. The game's about to get underway. Come on, City. Let's do the business. Doing the business. Wearing the same kit I'm wearing. This stream is sponsored by OK Jersey as well. If you want to buy this kit, you can do. Game underway. There. Scan that QR code, or the link is in the description of this video. Let's have a look. Game underway. The clock's working. Everything seems to be working, which is great. Good to see you, Jeff. 4-1 to the boys in blue. Happy February. Stupid spelling that, isn't it? February. The way it's spelt, man. Silly word. But big up to Jeff. Happy February. February. Let's have a look at how Spurs are set up, because they might have been right. Sky might have been right. It might be playing 3 at the back with Paulinho, which it looks like they might be right. Dragusin is the other player. Can anyone say Dragusin without immediately thinking... I mean, most people might... You might not know Skyrim in the chat, but I immediately think of Skyrim. Dragusin! Da 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 Dragusin! That's what I'm thinking of when I see his in the starting 11. Come on, Cherky. On your toes, mate. That was a good ball to you, that. Nico O'Reilly breaking the lines, then square ball to Cherky. Some might say Nico O'Reilly overhit that, but I felt like Cherky could have got there. Kusanov deals with that long ball really well. Manon Donnarumma plays it out wide to Mateus Nunes. Dovahkiin. Futroda. Hang on a minute. Semenyu's in. Go on, Semenyu. Go on, lad. Oh, it's parried. Oh, it's an unorthodox effort from Semenyu, to be honest. Like a snapshot. Very little backlift. And he just suddenly pops it. Semenyu pops it with a side foot. Doesn't get enough power behind it, but still. I think it caught Vicario by surprise there. And his save wasn't convincing. Parries it, gets up and quickly grabs onto it. But City looking well. Good start from them so far. Ryan Ignori is playing left back. So, we need to completely change that 11 for Spurs. I might even do it. It might be that. Yeah, once, mate. I've had about 700 playthroughs and I've only ever completed the game once. Do you know what I mean? Once. But, yeah. I remember when I first played it, and that was like on the 360, mate. But anyway, Belgian dude! Good to see you, mate. Cheers to the Belgian dude. Finally got the time to catch a stream today. How is everyone doing? Big up, Belgian dude. Glad to see you here, mate. Hope you enjoy it. Cheers to you. And thanks for the super chat, mate. That's a really kind donation. Thank you very much. Gramsy, you are a legend, sir. 10 gifted memberships already. And now I know that they aren't first come, first serve. They are randomly distributed. Randomly distributed. It would be more fun, wouldn't it? Ball over the top here. Dragusin. He's let it run out for a goal kick. It would be more fun if everyone had to spam it to get the membership. Or a million... What was I going to say? Not a million, but a mini game. That's what I was going to say. Like a mini game where you have to play a game to win the memberships. That's way more fun for you guys than just randomly distribute. Because if you're a rando who just turned up for 3 seconds and you've never been in this stream before, and then all of a sudden you're getting a membership, you're like, I don't want it. I don't know who this is. I accidentally clicked on it and now I'm a member. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, Gramsy, you're a legend, mate. It does look like Spurs are getting 2 up top. Kolo Muani ball into Solanke has been dealt with by Kusanov. Semenyo using his strength there. Oh, the big muscly referee again. It's Muscle Man referee. Beastly. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. It does look like it's a 3 at the back. So, but it's not. It's 3-5-2. It's not what Sky said. They got the 3 right, but it looks like 3-5-2. Ball in here we're in fucking trouble here if we can't control that. Kept alive by Conor Gallagher. Xavi Simons. Referee nearly gets in the way, but forced out wide to Paulinho here. Nico O'Reilly closing him down. Little gap appeared there that looked a little bit easy. A late run there from Conor Gallagher in all sorts of space. The ball to him was a little bit overhit, but still an opening that was a little bit too easy to find that. But yeah, off ball seems 3-5-2. They might morph into a 3-4-3. But Archie Gray, way out there on that touchline. They haven't got any left-sided natural... Well, they have here, actually, with Udogie. Just counting the players then, because I was like, they look like they've got more... They've got 12 players on. And they haven't. I just had to count it. I had to count it. Do you reckon anyone's tried that on at like the top of the game? Like just send on an extra player, see if we get away with it. See if anyone notices. Sort of Jose Mourinho tactic, that, innit? Like, oh, sorry. Whoops. I'll take him off. My apologies. You'd get in big trouble doing that, man, wouldn't you? You would, surely. You know what? That United result pissed me off. It's flattened me because I was so buzzing when Fulham equalised. I can't lie. I was absolutely loving the idea of a Fulham 2-2 after they beat Arsenal and beat City. I swear, Fulham are like the most unluckiest side ever at Old Trafford. They always go to Old Trafford and do so well against United. I swear, did they go down to 9 men once? Was that a year ago or 2 years ago? I'm sure they went down to 9 men. Or one was sent off and then Marco Silva was sent off and it was like never a red card. And they always get robbed at Old Trafford. But anyway, Mark Gay through the back of Kolo Muani. Referee says, get up. He was like, well, if you did that to me, with all my muscles, there's no way I was going down, so no free kick, says the referee. Make sure you hit that like button already. If you haven't already, sorry. Let's get up to 500 rapido. Big up, Gramsy. I'm hoping for a statement win today. Got 5. How do you get 5 in your... I thought you're not allowed to have 5. I thought it's 3 max. Unless you're on a different one. Got 5 City players in my FPL as well, so we need everyone to perform. 4-1 for you today. 4-1. I think 2-1. I'm sticking with my 2-1. I think it's going to be tight. But I appreciate the confidence, mate. Donnarumma, casual. Gets it out to Kasanov. Turn. Go on, Rodri. Bit of space has opened up here. Good ball into Cherky, is it? Nope. Rodri overhits it. Nunes getting back. Brilliant from Nunes. Brilliant from Mateus Nunes. Really good to see. Man on Rodri. Man on Bernardo. It's all in our own half. In fact, it's all in our own box at the minute. Donnarumma and Kasanov seem to have the most touches of the ball at the minute. But that was a good little move before. Rodri's ball into Cherky. If that was weighted properly, we were in business there. But Spurs' press is pretty intense, pretty high up. There's a high line there. Lots of space in behind, which is something I was speaking about in the preview. Hoping that they would do that. But you got to get us into positions where we can play that ball over the top. Because Haaland, against that back three, there's no pace there. I don't know much about Dragusin, to be fair, but Paulinho and Romero, they're not the quickest. So, you know, excuse me. If I'm Haaland, I'm drifting over to that side. Cheers, Gramsy. Big up to you, mate. Had Gay in so many... So is that allowed? Do you not have to, like, get them out? Can you just leave them in there? I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a rule. I haven't been paying attention. Ball in here from Xavi Simons. Back post to Dragusin. Romero's there. Wins it. Clips Haaland, though. We're going to need Haaland today, aren't we? Set pieces. Defending them, I mean. We're going to need him at that near post. Semenyo as well, who's an absolute beast in the air. We need him back there. So hopefully we can prevent any sort of threat from Spurs. Aerially, at least, even from set pieces. There's Pep Linders. Good to see Pep as well. Can't be asked talking about why he was missing, by the way, because I'm not interested in politics. Or bollocks. I said bollocks for some reason. I was going to say poll, but it came out ball, and then I went kicks, so it sounded like bollocks. But the same thing, really. Politics and bollocks are the same thing. Go on, Haaland. Go on, send him! Send him! Oh, that's a foul. Referee, that's a foul. Cherky, shot! Yes! Ryan Cherky! All he's done is 3 things. 2 bad passes, and then bang, bottom corner. Ryan Cherky! Fouling Haaland. Manchester City take the lead. He's had 2 bad passes given to him and he's struggled to get hold of the ball and now he's actually got hold of it. Bang, bottom corner. Ryan Cherky. All starts with Bernardo Silva though. No one's going to say anything about it, of course they're not. Bernardo Silva's the reason we've just scored because he wins the ball back on the halfway line. Muscleman referee says play on. Foul on Haaland. And referee goes, grabs a bottle of spinach or a can of spinach, goes, play on, says Popeye, the referee. And boom, bottom corner. Yes, 1-0. No scoreboards. No scoreboards. Winning. Do you remember that? Charlie Sheen. Winning. That was fun, that. I remember that little thing. Little whatever it was. Don't even know what to call it. Rayman, 3-1 City today. Have to keep up with Arsenal. We absolutely do. Basuma got booked as well, which is fantastic. So the referee's not just thought, you know what, because they scored, I'll let you off. Nah, yellow card, get him in the book. Get him in the book. Yes, man. Come on, people, hit that like button. We got 1.6 watching. Not 1.6 humans, because that would be weird. I wonder what 6th of a human is watching. Semenyo, ball across. Cleared by Basuma. Ryan Ignori. Oh, he's done well there. Is that Paulinho? He's a fucking... I love Paulinho, by the way. I love him. That's how I play. I'm Paulinho. When I play football, that's how I try to play football. You know, like, keep it simple, play the safe game, and just kick the fuck out of the opposition. That's the way I like to play. That's Paulinho, man. I love him, man. And it's a shame his career ended... Well, it didn't end, but went to Bayern Munich and flatlined for a bit. Getting a bit of beep, beep, whatever the thing is to bring you back to life. At Spurs. And I mean, it's not the club to go to resurrect your career, is it really, Spurs? But he's a good player, man, Paulinho. Playing right centre-back today is probably not his favourite position. Ball given away here by Basuma, though. Rodri into Semenyo. Bit early with the pass, but he gets it back, does he? No, Bernardo Silva tried. I don't know why Semenyo wasn't holding on to that there. Tried a bit too early there. Trying to lay it off to Bernardo Silva. Could easily have taken a touch and possibly turned. But good interception by Rodri again. Referee says foul on Semenyo. City looking good. We're looking all right at the minute. Spurs not quite on the ropes, but they look a little bit rattled. A little bit rattled. Twisting and turning from Mateus Nunes. Sent Udogie for a hot dog. Rodri out to Ryan Aitnori. I love this kit. When it's like full, like shorts and socks and everything. I love a black kit, don't you? It makes me want to do the hacker. Go. It's probably quite offensive to New Zealand people if you're watching. I apologise if that's offended you, but that's how I would. I love the hacker for that reason. It's just facial expressions and tongue. And I'm all about that. I am all about that. And the City team should do it once this season. We should do it in the Arsenal game. That would be funny. Can you imagine Odegaard sat there like, and Haaland's like got like a Viking hat on, a helmet on with big horns going, but we're at home, so we can't wear it. That's that gone. Lovely, lovely. Haaland. Oh, Cherky's injured. He stayed down. But it was a lovely flick before that, but he's taken a whack. City are playing on, though. We've still got the ball, but Cherky's rolling about on the deck here. We're going to play this out, surely. Yeah? Playing it out, Kasanov. You know. Oh, is he one of them? Is he one of them? Is he making them pop? Oh. Oh, yeah. Squeeze the sleeve. Muscle tight. Every shirt he owns has got to have the label muscle tight. Shirky goal, lovely, lovely. Little step over. Just drills it, bottom corner. A little bit poor goalkeeping. Do you think the keeper should... Oh, it took a bit of a deflection. But keeper was a little bit open there for me. Anyway, Peer, big up to you, mate. Cheers. Eric's bagged it. Good to see you, Eric. Is that CJ's? But anyway, good to see you, Eric. I know that name. Is that CJ's? I don't know. But anyway, it's a name that I recognise. Cherky's limping still. Having a drink of water. Having a drink of water. Good to see you, Eric. No, it is. You're the original, aren't you, Eric? You're an OG. I remember you. I know you're an Arsenal fan, mate, but I remember. It was like a year ago, man. I remember you, man. Big up, Eric. You were hiding in that chat, weren't you? And then Peer BPM has just gifted a membership and you ended up bagging it, and now everyone's like, Eric's... Haaland's in! Haaland's in! Over the bar, isn't it? It's over the bar. You could tell as soon as it left his boot. That's got to be 2-0. That's got to be 2-0. Fuck. Rodri's ball. On the money. Perfect. No one can live with Haaland's pace. And then he just gets too much on it. It's a long ball over the top and it sits up nicely for him. You just think a nice cushioned side foot, left foot dink over the outcoming Vicario. 2-0 Man City. But he gets too much on it. I mean, man on, man on. Well done, Kasanov. Well done. That's got to be 2-0. 17 minutes in as well. Good play there from City. Playing well. Got to make it again. Is anyone else thinking about 45 minutes FC? Already, I'm thinking it. Like the way we're playing right now, we need to go and get 3 goals. Let's go and get 3 goals, and then handball. Bollocks, referee. Your muscles got in the way there. Spurs are in as well. Go on, Kasanov. That's yours, mate. No penalty. No penalty. Welcome. You've still got it as well. Oh, he's a beast. He's a beast. He's a big beast. Ryan Norrie's ball was found in the feet of Bernardo Silva, but anyway, what a tackle that was from Kasanov. The pace to get him back. Haaland, mate. We're all over him at the minute. We are all over him. And we've got to be punishing him here. But we are finding pockets. We're getting into the penalty area. We're creating chances. And it's still 1-0. If we can get a second, I think this place will... I imagine, I don't know, tell me in the chat. Is it flat, the atmosphere? I bet you it is. Because I bet it was pretty flat before the game, to be honest. I bet they don't give a shit. I bet half of them went, fucking get in. What a goal from Cherky. Spurs fans going... Fucking small-minded club, aren't they, man? They really are. D, good to see you, mate. Typical City legend for 25 months. Big up, D. Been a long time since I've been able to catch a stream. Have I been one of those bills that have been popping out of your bank account and you're that rich you haven't even noticed? For 25 months and you haven't realised? Work has been doing your head in. No worries, mate. Your support is extremely welcome. That's a dirty bastard foul on Rodri, that is. Get him in the book. Glad to be here for this one, though. Kept my member as well. Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Accidentally, I'm guessing. You forgot. You forgot. At the end of the stream, you'll be doing like... You'll be tidying the books after like... Typical City. Who the fuck is Typical City membership? What am I paying that for? So you got Netflix. You got Disney. Maybe we've got something else. What's that? Amazon Prime. Oh, Amazon. Yeah, I'll keep that. Typical City. Fuck off. Delete. Cancel that. And I don't blame you, mate. Cheers, man. Big up to D. Big up to D. Cherky's all right. Yeah, by the way. Cherky's fine. He got up and he was fine. Sorry. Did I make you shit yourself? I'm shitting myself at the minute. Bernardo Silva. Yeah. Nunes. We are playing very deep. The press from Spurs could cause us a problem. One mistake. Go on, Kasanov. Ooh, he snapped him. The same play on, though. It's going to be a yellow card for Kasanov. And it is. And he actually stopped the playing on because he didn't see an advantage. So, and it's a free kick to Spurs in a dangerous area. Gone flying in there, Kasanov. He's gone flying in on Conor Gallagher. Not Conor Gallagher, sorry. Oh, it is Conor Gallagher. Has he dyed his hair? It's normally a bit more yellow than that, isn't it? Maybe it's because it's wet. I don't know, but yeah, Conor Gallagher been absolutely snapped. Anyway, Turkey's fine. And I hope we are after this free kick. Spurs, it's one of those, do you cross or do you shoot? But Xavi Simons is standing above it. And if I was him, I'd be whipping this. Looking for a corner. Is it a big wall? What's he asking for, Donnarumma here? I think he's asking for a 4-man wall, which contains Rodri, or a 3-man wall. Surely you put... But it's Turkey in there. Rodri and Nico O'Reilly, they're big lads, aren't they? Come on. Xavi Simons. Blocked by Rodri, up in the air. Donnarumma's come flying out and collects. Collected by Big Don. Looking for a quick transition, slows it down instead. Probably the right thing to do. And then bowls it out to Bernardo Silva, who's right in the middle of the pitch, and then holds it up brilliantly. I love that. That's great play. Great play from Bernardo Silva. Thought about sending Rodri away, but was a risky one. Kept it safe. Oh... I know Bernardo's... I think it's Haaland. I think it might be Haaland. Is it Haaland? I think it's Haaland, but he's away again. Turkey's away. Oh, he's had to slow it down. Oh, and then he mishits it. Oh, then he's stepping over. Oh, it was a con. He keeps going. Turkey! Oh! I'm not sure what was going on there, because he looked like he accidentally mishit it. He tried to cross it and then kicked it with his standing foot. But that didn't put him off. He ended up doing an unbelievable step over on Romero and then chops it back. Dragusin just slides across, does nothing. And then it's a save. And Vicario saved it. And it should be a corner. This referee, man. But I think it was Haaland who assisted him. Xavi Simons is away here. Looking like a fucking alky here, like. Anyway. Phil, cheers, mate. Believe we can win the league. But Turkey was just sensational then. Sensational. Left foot drive. It was flying for that top corner. And then Vicario just gets like his knuckle off his thumb on it. Deflects it for a corner. And referee says goal kick. I think we can win the league. Turkey's gone down. It's from the previous one, isn't it? It must be. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake, man. Turkey's injured. He's going to be coming off, isn't he? And it's Reinders. Reinders coming on. Good to see you, Mullet. Fuck's sake, indeed. He's been... There was a moment earlier before he scored where 2 passes were played to him. One was definitely not his fault and the other one was like debatable. Other than that, no involvement. And then he just gets the ball, step over and just drills it bottom corner. And then he gets another opportunity. Like, looks like he potentially mishit it, but Turkey looks like he was ready to play on. Turkey's pissed off. Pep and Turkey are having an argument. Because I don't think he wants to come off. Oh, Pep, man, fucking hell. He was just throwing his arms at Turkey then. Is this substitution happening? Not sure it is. Cherky's like, I'm playing on. Fair play, mate. I mean, we need warriors, not heroes. Do you know what I mean? A warrior knows when to, let another warrior step in. We don't need heroes. Sensible. We need to be sensible. If you are injured and can't play to the best of your ability, then admit that and come off. But if he's fine, he's fine. Pep's livid. Reinders was like stood there, kit on, no training top. The board was out, ready to go. Number 10 for number 4. But Reinders sits back down. Gay, Kasanov, Manon Nunes, back to Donnarumma. I think you need to go first time here, Big Don. Yep, that's the one. Oh. Just wanted a breather. Just conned everybody. Oh, referee. It's not a foul. Get up, Conor Gallagher, you little shithouse. Lovely little button. Oh, Haaland. Bit of a disappointing 27 minutes for Haaland so far. I think he has technically got himself an assist, but it wasn't exactly a defence-splitting pass. I think it was a very simple 5-yard pass to Cherky, if memory serves me. But that's intercepted. But Rodri gets it back, does he? No, Ryan Aït-Nouri gets back with a crunching tackle and wins it. It was him who gave it away in the first place. But Haaland with 2 opportunities really to cause problems for Spurs. One was obviously the one-on-one, which was like, you have to be burying that, mate. You should have buried that. That should have been 2-0. And then that was a real opportunity with a little bit more finesse. To first time little dinky ball to Semenyo. And Semenyo would have been away. But Haaland with a hammer, like, just absolutely overhits it. Good ball that from... That's a foul. Well done. Good play between the two Portuguese. Bernardo Silva and Nunes linking up. He is, isn't he? A bit deeper. It's because Spurs are, to be honest. Spurs have got such a high line that Haaland's like got a lot of space. So, I mean, you've got to be thinking about a Haaland goal in this game, surely. I mean, he's already had one over the top played to him already. If that's not enough evidence of Haaland should be, he should be feasting today. He should be. It's right up his street, this game. It's made for Erling Haaland. Spurs trying to play out from the back. Intercept that. Oh, Ryan Aït-Nouri's been done. But he's slowed it down at least. Paulinho. Xavi Simons. Found a little pocket. Rodri. Gets back. Still got it though, Xavi Simons. Well done, Rodri. Referee. I swear Rodri just called him something. Rodri looks fired up, man. Rodri looks up for this. I liked Rodri's face then. That was the stare of death. That was to Xavi Simons. Like, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to fucking kill you. And I love that. I want to see more of it from Rodri. He looks up for it. No mistakes, though, big man. No mistakes. Keep it simple at the back. A lot of build-up play requires your composure today because Spurs are pressing. But when we get past the press, they're in trouble, man. We can really hurt them here. That's it. That's it. Talk. Communicate. Communicate. Donnarumma deals with it. Ryan Aït-Nouri. Good ball into Rodri. No mistakes from you, mate. No mistakes from you. That's a foul. Hey! Foul. Well done. Well done, referee. Well done, Rodri. Good bit of play, that. Playing well. We're playing well. It's 1-0. And that's the concern. It's only 1-0. But yeah, we look much better than them. But 45-minute FC has been striking all season. And is this the good half? Because we need a second. Foul. Well done again. Rodri holding up the ball. Conor Gallagher losing his head. Right through the back of Rodri. It's good play. Haaland, little layoff. Gets it back off Bernardo. Lovely little touch. Brilliant. Brilliant. Give it. Haaland! You did the hard work, mate. You just need to lay it back to Bernardo Silva and then he overruns it, man. He's like a fucking walking wardrobe at times, isn't he? Touch of a fucking wardrobe, mate. Honestly, man, that's such a good move. And he was involved in it. He was a part of the quality of that move. And then just one stupid touch where he overran it. You just got to give it back to Bernardo. It'd have been 2-1-2s. It'd been 1-2, 1-2. Tries to do the hard bit and just drive and get the defender. You don't need to do that there, mate. Frustrating me. Big up, Ian. How do we feel about the year of the horse? What? Not sure what you're talking about, mate. What are you talking about? What, a city kit that's a year of the horse? Is that a Chinese thing? The horse kit. Oh, shit. I've not seen it, mate. It's the first time I've seen it. Ball in. Kolo Muani, is he onside? He's cut it back and it's straight. He's offside. He's offside. Bernardo Silva clears it anyway, and the referee goes, fuck it, play on. And Semenyu's giving it away now. We'll have it back. Oh, it's all right. Ryan Norris. Got it. What are we doing here, ref? What are we doing here, ref? Oh, not Nunes. He's slowed down Udogie, but a little 1-2 has done him. He's getting back to slow him down at least, but good pace. Good pace from Nunes. There's so much positivity in the way we're playing. Playing some good football here, you know. We really are, but letting ourselves down with some basic touches. Just, you know, a little bit more composure. It's a bit frantic when we get the ball. That's going to be a goal kick, is it? Udogie's offside. Right, Thomas Frank's like waving a notepad around. Like, this is what I said. It said, don't be shit. This is what I said. I said, don't be shit. And you're doing it. Thomas Frank, managerial skills in full flow. Ian, in terms of your question, I like it, man. I like it. I like the colours. Not sure about the pattern. Oh, it's like a load of horses. If anyone's wondering, that's what the kit looks like. Can't see shit, can you? But you got the idea. It looks like a petrol puddle. You know, like, but without the purpley bits. You know, when you see a puddle of petrol, or for the Americans watching, and gasolina. Right, Nori, hold it up, lad. Hold it up. Man on. Cherky seems fine, by the way. I'm looking forward to that argument between Pep and Cherky. Ball in from Rodri. Haaland back post. Why is he not going for that? That's not a bad ball. Is that a bad ball from Rodri? Why is he not even trying to go for that? He just like almost like watches it go in front of him. Like, fucking throw yourself at it, man. Intercept. Oh, Rodri slipped. He intercepted it as well. Nico O'Reilly doing everything he can to get back. City have got numbers back there. We've got 5 back against 4 Spurs. Throat gave in then. Mark Gay, great. Fantastic interception. I still feel like Haaland's scoring in this game, you know. I do. That's a foul. That's a foul. Oh, piss off. Semenyu's... I'm not sure how bad of a foul it was, but it looked like a foul. Kolo Muani. Nunes slowing him down. Xavi Simons, close him down. Force him out. Well done, Rodri. And Bernardo Silva. Brilliant from you. Keep it. You can't get lucky there, surely. Brilliant. Brilliant from both of you. You're both playing fantastic. Cherki dinks one over for Semenyo to chase. It's a 2-on-2. And I mean, if we acted a bit more hastily, we might have an opportunity. Go on, Semenyo, that's a foul. Is a corner or a foul? Take your pick. Corner or foul? Referee. Xavi Simons taking an age to do something on the edge of the area. Eventually he's swarmed. How have Spurs got the ball? He gave nothing. He gave a goal kick. Semenyu's fuming, and rightly so. It clearly came off Paulinho. So me, I thought it was like he'd got enough on it for it to not be a foul, so therefore it's a corner. To be fair, the ref let us play on for our goal. So, you know, I actually think he's trying, but like, some of the decisions I've seen since then have been a bit dubious. Solanke holding it up. Spurs are growing. Are they looking to nick one right before half-time, eh? It's gone quick this half, hasn't it? Ball in. Solanke holds it up. Back heel. Simons. Blocked by Nunes. Well played. Cherki trying to get hold of it. He can't. Rodri does, though. Haaland lays it off. That's a foul. A yellow. How many fouls, man? Book the bastard. He is. He's getting his yellow out. Xavi Simons in the book. He was linked to so many big clubs, wasn't he? And I feel like Xavi Simons is definitely one of those, what was one of those players, whether it be at PSV or wherever he's been. He's had a very unusual transfer history, hasn't he? Xavi Simons, like long loan spells here and there, and he's never really taken off, has he? And you thought a move to the Premier League might ignite his career, but you went to Spurs, mate, so it was never going to take off there, was it? Can I just say, Rodri and Bernardo Silva are running the show. They're running this show. They're running everything. Between the two of them, the experience of them, the little and large nature, but both equal size in personality, they've been fantastic. Bernardo Silva's given it away. We've got it back. Nico Riley's going on a mad one. Semenyo holding it up. He could do a bit more in this half. Semenyo as well. In fact, both the top two players, Haaland and Semenyo, could do a little bit more. If anything, it's more Semenyo because at least Haaland's having chances. Semenyo's not really done anything. A few little nice layoffs, that's about it. Just bouncing passes off him. But I think he could be a little bit more assertive. A little bit more, you know, go for it, lad. Take a touch rather than one touch passing everything. Everything's like a bot pass. Just control it and turn. I don't think he realises how much space he's got sometimes. But we're dominating the game. We're dominating the game. Yeah, this does feel like our good half, doesn't it, Hannah? But Rodri's, man, he's having a great game. Turn Cherki. Oh, man. We need some shouting out there because there's a lot of opportunities here where players are receiving the ball in pockets and not turning when they get it with space behind them to do that. They need shouts. Turn. Tell them, turn. You've got space. But yeah, Rodri and Bernardo Silva for me are playing brilliantly. Every time Bernardo Silva's just giving it away. Fuck's sake, man. I daren't speak. Semenyo, hold it. Well done, lad. Well done. Good turn. Ryan Aït-Nouri with a little flip-flap. Love that. Ryan Aït-Nouri, and that's a good tackle. It's a City throw-in then, for fuck's sake. That's a foul, man. He's a bastard, isn't he, that Conor Gallagher? He really is. Fucking hate playing against him. Man on Kasanoff. Nothing silly there, lad. Back to Donnarumma. Up the field we go. Long ball for Rodri. Oh, not even a long ball. It's a visionary pass from Donnarumma. An equally brilliant pass to Semenyo from Rodri. Semenyo, couple of step overs into the penalty area. Slows it down. Cuts it back. Gives it away. Simple ball, that, man. Simple ball. Just under 4 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Spurs haven't really created anything of concern for City to think that there are a real attacking threat here. The major concern for me is how it's only 1-0. We've been by far the better side. We created that second chance for Haaland. But we haven't really created much since then. There was that Cherky opportunity where Vicario saved it but didn't save it because the referee gave a goal kick. But I do think we've controlled this game really well. I think I've been very impressed by this first half performance. The concern is what happens after the first half, the second half, in other words. Because how many times have we done this season where we've been brilliant, deserving lead going into the break, and then we come out in the second half, the opposition just turn it on, and we just look like a shell of ourselves. But Spurs look dejected. They're not even pressing us all of a sudden. Like Rodri and Cherky just like walking with the ball on the halfway line. I'd be fuming if I was a Spurs fan. Like fucking a City player's walking on the halfway line with the ball at their feet. Good ball that from Cherky. Hold it hard. Turn. It was, wasn't it, Teal? Walking football. We've slowed it down, to be honest. Their shitness... How bad Spurs are seems to have slowed us down. Like we're almost in disbelief that they're playing as badly as they are. And we're like, should we just walk about for a bit? Take a breather. Nah, man, go and get a second goal. Let's finish these bastards off. Cherky gets lucky. Gets it back. Keeps going, though. Keeps going. Nunez. Left foot pass. Out to Ryan Ignori. Thinks about the shot and then skews it. Horribly. Wide. Slice by Ryan Ignori there. It was set up nicely. But the body shape was all wrong. All wrong. Oh, not yet it's not, Jason. I mean, to be fair, that's what the point I was making in the preview is we lose to Spurs every year, don't we? So maybe the curse for this year is already over. Bernardo Silva into Semenyo! Yes! Everything we deserve, man. Everything we deserve. The big man, Semenyo. His back flipped sort of shit. He fell over a little bit, but it's all good because he's put it in the back of the net. Who cares about that shit celebration? You fell over it. Looked a bit silly there at the end, but who gives a shit? Semenyo's just placed it into the left corner. Everything we deserve. Everything we deserve, man. 2-0. Thomas Frank's getting his notepad out again, saying once again, what's he writing? Stop being so shit. Tell him that at half-time. Bernardo Silva. Intercepted. Well, it wasn't actually. It was Rodri who intercepted it again. And it was a Bernardo Silva. Again, assist for the big man. Well, the little man. But big in here. He's big in here, isn't he? He's been brilliant, Bernardo Silva. Rodri alongside him. Those two have been fantastic. They've been fantastic, man. So pleased with those two. Rodri and Bernardo Silva. Brilliant. Oh. Oh! Mark Gay's just landed on... He's fine. Look at him. He's a fucking unit. That's a foul. Play on, says referee. Mark Gay's just been fucking bodied then. Like, he ended up going up in the air. Like, I think it was Solanke went under him and then he landed on the side of his head. I was expecting him to stay down, but he just bounced back up. Spurs are shit, man. They're shit. And it's 2-0. And I'm still not sure we're winning this. They're terrible. They are woeful, Spurs. They are an abysmal football side. Look at them. They're con artists. Blagging everyone with their position in the fucking Champions League. Like, oh, they're actually alright. No, they're shit. They're crap. And I'm still worried. I'm still worried that they're going to score at some point and we're going to implode. Please, get a third. Because I think a third finishes this game off. It surely does. Surely. We're doing kick-ups now. Ryan Aitnouri's having a few kick-ups. There's only Conor Gallagher that can walk off this pitch with his head held high. And that's only because he's kicking people. He's not doing anything from a footballing point of view. It's just like, you know, you're assaulting people. Do you know what I mean? That's all you're doing. You're just going around kicking people. And I respect that. Peer, big up to you, mate. Buzzing, man. I'm so pleased with our midfield as well. Rodri and Bernardo Silva. Nico O'Reilly's not been bad, by the way, but Mark Gay with a heavy touch. He's lost it as well. Kolo Muani. And he gets back. Mark Gay. Mana! He's dealt with it. He's dealt with it. Mark Gay got lucky there, really, because, you know, sloppy, really. I love how our shirts, like, the collar goes like that, doesn't it? Like that. And you can tell when someone's been roughed up. It's like a little indicator on our shirt. Oh, Xavi Simon's edge of the area. Rodri, piss off! He's asked for a foul. Rodri on the yellow! I mean, Rodri's not even complaining. So I'm guessing it is a yellow. Yeah, probably was. He just grabbed him round the midriff. Taking one for the team there. But Rodri on a yellow card for the whole second half. He's knackered. Rodri's like puffing there. He's had a brilliant 47 minutes alongside Bernardo Silva. But Spurs have a free kick right on the edge of our area, right before half-time. If this goes in, everything changes. Everything changes. There's going to be a walkout, isn't there? There's going to be a walkout, a protest at some point. Is it the 75th minute or some shit like that? Appreciate that, Huzzy. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much. Big up Cade. Spurs are already knackered by the looks of it. All that high press for nothing. It was intense, wasn't it, at the beginning, Cade? And they didn't get anywhere near us. Donnarumma is hardly the player to think like he can knock it around, but it was easy for him, wasn't it? Easy. But this is a dangerous position, this, for a free kick, and Spurs somehow coming away with a goal would be a robbery. Saved by Donnarumma. No problem. He tried to con him. He went for the near corner instead. It looked like he should be going for that top left. But instead he went bottom right. And Donnarumma didn't fall for it. Didn't fall for it one bit. Collected. Brilliant. Buzzing, man. We do need a third. I do think we need a third. We always need a third. Not sure why you keep turning up then, Mullet, to be honest. Is it me or does Spurs? That's half time. Half time. Does anyone feel like you can recognise a Man United fan just by the look of them? I feel like I can do that with Spurs fans as well sometimes. There's like an unwarranted arrogance about Man United fans. Like, why are you so pleased with yourself? You've got nothing to be pleased about. You know, certainly not from a footballing perspective. So sometimes I can tell, like, you're a rag, you, aren't you? I can tell. And then more often than not, I'm right. But Spurs fans, it's like kind of the opposite. There's like this wave of depression and sadness that just like, it just covers their bodies with just like, you're not a happy individual. You want this, I feel sympathy for you a little bit. I feel like there's just, you're just a bit down in your face, like that. Oh, Spurs fan. I can see it. And I don't blame them, because they were shit. They were shite. That was a terrible first half from Spurs. We arguably should be more than 2-0 up. Haaland should have absolutely finished that. We didn't really create an abundance of chances. outside of the three big ones that we created, because we took two of them. Well, maybe Ryan Cherky, but I wouldn't really call that a big chance. It was certainly self-made chance from Ryan Cherky. I felt like he could have done better, mate. Great goal, great finish. Good to see him in the goals. I actually feel like he could have done better in that first half. He could have got a little bit more involved, and I felt like he was a bit. I don't think he had enough belief in himself, because he was receiving the ball in a nice pocket, and 2 or 3 times he was first time pass for Semenyo. It's like, take a touch. You got a bit of time. You know, a bit like panicky. He was expecting like bang behind him from the centre back, which would have been Paulinho in this game. But yeah, I thought he took his goal brilliantly well, and that seems to be Semenyo. And I said it a couple of weeks ago. This is the Haaland of wingers for me. You know, he doesn't need much, does he? You think you picture Doku and you picture Savinho, it's just like dribbling. It feels like there are some games in the past where Doku's just like had the ball the whole game, or Savinho's had the ball the whole game. Like, they are constantly on the ball, and they do things that get you on the edge of your seat. They get to the byline, and then they quickly sit you back, right back to the backrest of your seat, because you're like, oh, brilliant, oh, step over, brilliant, oh, to the byline, oh, cross coming in. Throw into the opposition. You know what I mean? All the time. Doku is so much better now this season, but Savinho is definitely like needs to improve and get to the levels Doku has been doing this season. But Semenyo's like, there are games. I mean, what game was it? Was it Wolves? It was Wolves, wasn't it? He didn't touch the ball. He barely touched it. Like, in fact, I remember. I think I got the number somewhere. It was like 20 touches, and he scored 20 odd touches for a winger is very unusual. And then to score from that as well. He's got this tendency to drift inside, hasn't he? And, you know, he gravitates towards the goal and wants to score goals. So, yeah, Semenyo, man, we need this sort of player. Like, somebody who's just going to pop up and get you a goal, man. We need it. We need it so badly, and he's absolutely delivering. And that is a great shout. Absolutely. Aditya. 100%. I would think about it. Maybe not straight away. I'll think about maybe on the hour mark. But it would be a real shame to lose Rodri in this game, because he's been absolutely sensational. I can't believe how good Rodri and Bernardo Silva have been. They've been brilliant, man. Brilliant. Up the Blues 4 in a row. I agree with you, Rodri's stupid yellow card. But the question is, if he didn't do that, would Xavi Simons get a shot away? And then who knows? You know what I mean? We'll be saying like he's got past Rodri too easy. It's hindsight, isn't it? I know what you mean. It was like one of them, like, yeah, taking one for the team there, isn't he? But frustrating now, because we have to juggle that. We have to think about Rodri's not going to go flying into tackles anymore. He's not got that take one for the team anymore, because you're going to cost the team if you get sent off. So we need him to be at his best. And I don't think he can be at his best when he's carrying a yellow card. So I would personally think about it. Not half time, but I would think about it maybe on the hour. Bring on Nico G for that final half an hour of the game. Ideally, if we go 3-0 up, do it then. If that happens in the first 5 minutes, do it then. 3-0, get Nico G on. And Bernardo Silva's been brilliant. I thought Gay was good moment. There was one. I'll just smack myself. Gay was good. I felt like there was one moment in that final 5 minutes where he got caught on the ball. I didn't get caught on the ball, but it was like he didn't deal with it basically, and he had to chase back. He thought about pulling a shirt. He didn't. A cross comes in. It was overhit, and Bernardo Silva clears it. Other than that, he's been pretty good, and he's actually been all right in the air, because I think a lot of people criticise him for his aerial duel winning ability, because he isn't the biggest, and he probably, I mean, from what I've seen so far in a Palace shirt and the short time in a City shirt, he hasn't been the best in the air. But he has been winning them in this game, you know, albeit it looked awkward for him and difficult for him. You know, he's going up against Solanke and Kolo Muani, who are both bigger than him. But yeah, Haaland gets himself an assist for the first goal. So, yeah, pleased. I am still concerned about Haaland overall. I think there is still plenty of room for improvement. Plenty of room for improvement for Erling Haaland in this game for me. Some sloppy decision making more than anything. That was a simple decision to give it Ryan Cherky. There was no other player to give it to. He gets the assist as a result. But the ball over the top from Rodri was on the money. Bang on the money. I'm just looking at that goal now, but Semenyu's just buried that, and he's absolutely buried it. And Kusanov's been... I think both of them... It's a good centre-back partnership, isn't it? And they are arguably on two understudies with Ruben Diaz and Vardiol. And we've got two makeshifts... well, not makeshift. That's a cruel word for Kusanov and Gay. But yeah, they're not the number one choice going off the this season. But they both look brilliant together. They look really good. 100%, man. 100%. Bernardo Silva's been absolutely class. Absolutely. Oh, no. How did it stop? I didn't stop it. Did I stop it? Did I stop that? It's already stopped. Well done, clock. You know me too well now, clock. Didn't even ask you to stop and you stopped. At least you stopped. You didn't reset or anything. Gonna have to do that myself. Have some of that. Have some of that, Lauren. Have some of that. Anyway, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, Isa. Can't think of many. I think we've got the best left backs in the world. I think we have got the best combination, the best left back options. We might not have the best number one left back, but I think if you think about the options that we have at left back, Nico O'Reilly, Ryan Aït-Nouri, Josko Vardiol, I can't think of any team in European football that has three left backs that are all of that ability. And I know Nathan Ake can play there. I just think really we want to be talking about Nathan Ake as a centre back, but as the three main ones for me, I can't think of anyone who's, better than them. Arsenal fans might have something to say about the centre-backs, though. With Gabriel and Saliba and Mosquera and Hincapié, whatever he's called. Hincapié. That guy. Yeah, so they're pretty good, aren't they, to be fair to him. But, yeah, I'm with you there, mate. Is that out? San Miguel is finished, but I got my backup. I only had one San Miguel. I got it for Christmas. I know, mate. It was just like I'll do it for you, mate. You don't know what you're doing. I'll do your job for you. You're absolutely right, David Silva. Imagine if David Silva was in the chat. How good would that be? Oh, I miss David Silva. I think he's my favourite all-time City player. David Silva. I think he is. A lot of people put Kevin De Bruyne as number one and David Silva as number two. I'm more of a David Silva guy because he was just beautiful. He was beautiful. And I'll always remember the moment with his the birth of his child. I'll never forget that. How the club dealt with it. And when Kevin De Bruyne scored that goal and he went to the camera like that, doing 21, David Silva, let's do it for him. And the documentaries with Pep saying to all the players, let's get out there. I just had my first child at that point as well. So as a new father of myself, it was hitting me. It was hitting me in the feels. You know what I mean? I was feeling it, man. I was feeling it. Because I was at the Etihad when they were announcing it. And then David Silva came out 3 months later? He came out holding his son. And I was like, fucking, I'm not crying, you're crying. I'm not crying, you're crying. Do you know what I mean? Fucking beautiful, man. And even that's the personal side of it. The player, what a fucking baller. You give it him and we're keeping it. He's not losing the ball. It doesn't matter who the fuck you are. Conor Gallagher, Paulinho, anyone. Name any dirty bastard player that wants to upend the footballer and kick them. You're not getting it. You're not getting it. Kevin De Bruyne, you run the risk of losing the ball. And that, for me, is why I love David Silva. But you don't get what Kevin De Bruyne does with David Silva. So I think they're very different players. So different. Kevin De Bruyne is a massive risk taker, isn't he? He takes risks. And the output for the risk and reward, the rewards are so big with Kevin De Bruyne's ability. And they were so common for someone who took such high risks as well, which is why he's such an elite player. But just personal preference, what I want from my midfielder is just give it him and it's safe. It's safe. You know. All-time top 5, I'm putting Yaya in there, to be honest, as well. And of course, Stephen Ireland. I met him. Let's not go there, man. Let's not go there. He's a dirty bastard, isn't he? He's the sort of player that you want on your team, but he got that bad, you almost don't want him on your team. You know what I mean? It's like, you're that dirty, I actually don't want you on my team, because it's like you're a yellow card, minimum. Every game was almost a red card guarantee. Can't be arsed. Yeah, but Yaya for me, it's hard to say the top 5. Obviously, there's going to be the OGs who go back, Colin Bell and Franny Lee, and I'm not putting Franny Lee in there, but Colin Bell is like the oldest player that has a chance of being in our all-time 11. But realistically, the modern day Manchester City is just like things that we've never seen before, even going back to the 60s and the 70s when we were really good. But, you know, like there's those old classic Alan Oakes and Co. and good players, Neil Young, obviously Franny Lee and Mike Summerby and blah, blah, blah. Like, they're good players, but they're just not at the David Silva and Yaya, De Bruyne, and, of course, Danny Mills. And, I mean, yeah, Danny fucking Mills. I remember a goal he scored against Everton. Drilled it top corner. What a goal that was from Danny Mills. I remember that. And, of course, Willow Flood, baller. Absolute baller. Wonder what he's doing with his life right now. Don't know. He sounds like something off Lord of the Rings, doesn't he, with a name like that? Willow Flood. He sounds like, I don't know. I've never even seen Lord of the Rings. I'm not even a fan. I imagine some sort of hobbit when I hear the name Willow Flood. I imagine him living under a tree stump. Don't you? Anyway, I need a pee, and I'm going to be back in a minute. Just leave Willow Flood in the chair on the screen for you. Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? No way if Spurs just fucking scored as soon as I'm back. Like, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. The internet's been down for fucking 10 minutes and now Spurs have just scored the second I'm back. Fuck this, man. Don't know what the fuck that was, chat. Mental. Absolutely mental. Right. Loads to sort out now. Apologies, everybody. Sorry, man. You guys are loyal for sticking around. Honestly. But Spurs have just pulled one back. And it's in no way is it a Mark Gay own goal. It's a foul on Mark Gay. It's a foul on Mark Gay. Need to sort the clock out. We've got loads to sort out. When it gets to 54, I'll click go. Sorry about that, chat. The whole internet, everything just went dead. I was having a pee and I thought something was weird because the TV that was left on in the house suddenly just stopped working as well. Are they saying it's a goal? Saying it's a goal. Goal stands. Like I said, 45-minute FC. Unbelievable, man. Right, the clock will be synced in a minute when it gets to 54, but I can't believe it, man. Every game we do this, don't we? Every game. One half of quality, and then the next is just absolutely crap. Is that a Mark Gay own goal? It is as well, man. It is. He kicked him. I don't know how that's not a foul. Does Solanke score? No. Gay does. And why does Gay score? Because he's just had his leg booted. He just kicked Mark Gay in the leg. How is that not a foul? Gay gets there first. Unbelievable, man. Everything's gone to shit. Haaland again with the touch of a fucking wardrobe, man. Please, Haaland, just sort it out, mate. I don't know how that's not a foul. I don't know how that's not a foul. I really don't. It's mad how we're back. Right, chat. I need to get the chat back because it's totally different now. Otherwise, Willow Flood's going to be stuck on the screen for the entire... what's it? Let's just check. VAR out. Yep, we're working. We're working. Ball in over everybody. I'm gutted they've just scored, man. It's so typical. Literally took the words... Well, I think you said it first, to be fair, Marco, but exactly. Unbelievable, man. And apologies to everybody who just... I don't know what you saw. That's not good, is it? Look at that. I just went in. I went in the house and reset the router and just seemed to work after about 5 minutes. But that's mental. Gutted, man. Absolutely gutted. So many of you stuck around as well, by the way. I appreciate you. I really do appreciate you sticking around. City are on the attack here. No substitutions by the looks of things. Bernardo Silva. Switching that ball, looking for Haaland. Intercepted by Xavi Simons. Brilliant from Nico O'Reilly, though. Counter press is good. Hold it, Haaland. For fuck's sake, man. Out to Cherky. Go on, Cherky. Finish these bastards. Oh. We're better than them, man. How? How? How is that not a foul? I've never known a goal like that where a player's leg, a defender's leg is here and the ball is there, okay? The ball is there and then the other player boots this leg to make that leg move and it just dinks the ball in. How is that a legal goal to kick the defender's leg and that leg knocks the ball into the net? When you didn't kick the ball yourself, you booted the back of Mark Gay's leg. How is that not a foul? I don't understand. I'm buzzing that you lot stuck around, man. I was like this close to just like, it looks like it's dead. I was 1 second away from like, I'll just close everything down then, really. The end of the stream. It's mad how we conceded during that time. But did your internet cut out as well? That's mad. The curse of Willow Flood. He's watching, man. Willow Flood's watching. I reckon he's like the new CEO to BT. Big up, Curtis, mate. Did you order that shirt, by the way? off OK Jersey. Big up to OK Jersey. Thank you for sponsoring this stream. Scan the thing in the bottom right-hand corner, the QR code, and you will get access to 8% off. You're looking at around 15 quid if you're in the UK, £15 for a football shirt of brilliant quality. This being one of them, by the way. This cost me like 15 quid. So if you're interested in getting yourself one, they are decent quality, and this has been washed a couple of times. No signs of wear. Very good purchase. I'm very pleased with it. I would recommend, though, go one size up. If you're an XL, get double XL. If you're a large, get extra large. Go one size up is my recommendation. Other than that, very, very impressed. Very good quality. Vasco, here we go. Them second halves again. Same shit over and over again. Pep is watching this garbage happening all the time and he doesn't fix this. That's harsh, mate. That's harsh. I mean, Spurs have blagged the goal, mate. They've fouled a goal into the net. Like, I don't think you can really blame Pep for that, to be honest. But we'll see. We'll see, mate. Because I have a feeling we're going to go and make it 3-1. And then I think you've been a bit too quick with your criticism. But you might be right. If they make it 2-2, I'll eat my words and I'll be like, for fuck's sake. Like, I can't believe it. The issue isn't the first goal. It will be the reaction to that going into our net. The fact that they've scored is so frustrating. Now we just have to handle it. Like, handle the fact that they've jibbed their way back into the game. They don't deserve to be 2-1. This game should be dead and buried. That's not a foul. It's not a foul. Play on. They're trying to bullshit their way into this game, man. So I don't think it's right to be blaming Pep, mate. I don't. I think it's a bit harsh. But yeah, we are on that hour mark now, by the way. Rodri, who you like to think will have learnt his lessons from the Bodo Glimt game, that 2 yellow cards equals a red. So try not to get yourself a second, mate. He's managed to get, probably about 20 minutes worth of football in with a yellow card. Last time it was about 50 seconds, wasn't it? Paulinho and Semenyo going strong with one another. Semenyo holding up the ball. Gets a corner out of it. Brilliant. Brilliant from Semenyo there. Wrestling his way to get in that corner there. This big-ass bottle is just like proper in the way. Gets out of the way. But yeah, I appreciate the super chat, Vasco. But I've got to say, mate, I think it's a bit on the harsh side. A bit on the harsh side. Considering the manner of the goal we conceded. You know what I mean? I don't think you can put that on Pep. That's just like, we've been scammed, mate. And it's not being overly defensive. That was a foul. Cherky, corner ball. Not a bad one. Mark Gay. Oh, he's put it wide. Looking for a bit of redemption. Is it redemption when it should never have been a goal to begin with? I don't know. I bet you all thought I went for the longest piss in the world. Don't know what happened there, man. It makes me paranoid. Because it's like, well, what's going to happen again? Am I just going to disappear? Madness. Still winning the game. Still winning the game. Maybe not for long. Ball through here. Kasanov's dealt with it very well. Intercepted it with his back. And then a nice little ball out to Ryan Ignori. Bernardo Silva does very well, again, to hold that ball up. Bernardo Silva in the middle of the pitch. I never want to see him on the wing ever again for the rest of my life. This man is proving why he plays through the middle. Ryan Ignori's just been snapped. Oh, ref! Fuck off, ref! What the fuck? Ryan Norris just been snapped. And that's a corner ball as well, that is. To Spurs. They want a penalty. They can piss off with that. But Ryan Norris just got snapped. It might just be one of those that's like a fair tackle, but he's actually injured. But like Ryan Norris, that looked bad, man. His legs were going one way and then the impact on the other side of him. Are we not looking at that? Are we not looking at it? Because he's still on the deck. Now the cameraman's decided to like, should we have a check and see how the Ryan Norris doing? He's fucking leathered, mate. He just got battered there. Driving run then. Let's have a look at this. Oh! His knee, and it's Paulinho again. Yeah. He's screaming, man. He's screaming. He's back on his feet. He's back on his feet and he's limping. Come on, Ryan Aitnori. These are fuckers, man. Who the fuck are these guys, man? Honestly. You are still allowed here. Why wouldn't you be, Micah? Why wouldn't you be allowed here? You're always welcome here. Anyway, I'm still annoyed that they've managed to get themselves back into this game. It's a corner ball to Spurs. We've not been great, have we, from corners lately? Donnarumma in particular. Ball in. It's cleared, though, at the near post by, I think it was Rodri. Close them down, lads. Another ball coming in from Xavi Simons. He delays it, but then gets it in. Semenyo at the back post does really well, looking for it. Couldn't find it. He gets it in his eyesight, at least. Kolo Muani now. Semenyo man on. Cherky gets back. Brilliant. Foul! You can blow your whistle, you bell end! Fucking dickwad. What the fuck's up with this guy, man? How many fouls do we need? The fuck? Is that Jed Spence coming on? Need another wee. Why do I go once? It is breaking the seal, isn't it? It's breaking the seal. Once you go once, and you have to go like 10 more times. But Spurs immediately look better. No, get up. Referee says play on. Talk between you. Bernardo Silva. Well done. Well done. Spurs have got this confidence about them now that's just like so undeserving. Nico O'Reilly. What's he doing there? He's got to hold that ball. Well done, Mark Gay. Well done, Mark Gay. Brilliant from Mark Gay. Donnarumma goes, yes! Celebrates it like a goal. Fantastic from Mark Gay. Bring on Marmush. I'd swap him for Haaland. It's just it's bullshit what we're watching. Like, goals change games. Let's not pretend they don't. And the goal that they've Donnarumma collects. The goal that they've scored is the most unjust goal, man. It's a foul. Am I wrong here? I'm not seeing much like criticism. I'm not seeing like referee or anything. I'm saying like City is shit. For what? What have we done wrong? Why are we bad? Why are we bad now? Because Solanke kicks the back of Mark Gay's calf and that ends up kicking the ball into the net. How is that City are bad and Pep needs to go? Like, what is going on? Come on, people. Recognise, put perspective on there, man. We just go into autopilot, don't we? City have conceded. Pep is shit. Pep must be sacked. City have conceded. Why? Goals happen in freakish circumstances. I'm not saying that was a freakish circumstance, but it was a foul. Like, pretty obvious one to me, man. I feel like I'm losing my mind sometimes watching City. Was it a foul? Please, chat, help me out here. Was that like legit? Was that a good goal for Spurs, was it? Odebear's coming on. And it wasn't Spence, sorry, it was Matthias Tell coming on. And Cherky's gone down. Right, I'm going for a garden pee while Cherky's down. The internet will go down and it'll be 6-4 to Spurs when I come back. So we'll see how that works out. Substitutions. Cherky and Ryan Ignori off. Nico G and I think it was Reinders on. So presumably Nico O'Reilly goes left back. Nico G and Rodri. I'm pleased with that. Looking forward to seeing a bit of this. Problem is Rodri is still on a yellow card. That's not changed. So there's that to deal with. But Ryan Cherky going down again. "20 minutes to go. Long ball for Mark Gay to deal with. Brilliant header. Gets out to Nico O'Reilly. But, oh, Nico O'Reilly, man. You got to be a bit more assertive, lad. Conor Gallagher. How have they blagged their way back to a 2-2? The first fucking goal, man. Goals change games, man. It was never a goal. The 2-1 was never a goal. It was a foul as clear as day. As clear as day. And then the two Nicos in this situation, they're so passive. So fucking passive between the two of them. Nico O'Reilly and Nico OG, they should have been dealing with that. Is that another own goal? I mean, fucking the new Arsenal signing popping up again. Keeps popping up, doesn't it? Our own goals for Arsenal and own goals against us right now. Is that a Rodri own goal? I'm not sure who took it. Looked like Solanke's little scorpion kick. Donnarumma gets a hand on it, but I don't understand how this game has gone. Why? Like, a fucking 45-minute FC again potentially is the debate, but really, we've not played badly. Like, we haven't. I don't think we've played that badly in this second half. It's not been as good as the first, I'll give you that, but there's no way do Spurs deserve 2 goals in this game. No way! There's enough time to fucking bury these bastards, man. There's enough time. These fucking pricks, man. They're shit, Spurs. They're fucking shit. And anyone questioning why I called it a curse, you're fucking watching it right now. Anyone want to come at me saying curse is over? You fucking what? You watching it? Are you watching the game? See why I say the things I say? You'll learn. You're obviously a kid. I had so many people come at me saying, curse, what are you talking about, curse? I'm not suggesting we get a fucking voodoo doll out. I'm just suggesting things happen against Spurs and they always do. It's just a given. And you fucking question me. I've been watching this team long enough to know these things are real, man. Like fucking bogey teams and the footballing gods, whatever you want to call it, they are a real thing in football. It's a mentality thing where we always struggle against Spurs. I mean, the second half stats aren't great, to be fair. So maybe this is a bit of a 45-minute FC again, but fuck me. What's the difference, mate? The point I was making is the same. If you're suggesting that I actually believe that there is a curse, then obviously not. There's not an actual curse. They're going to make it 3-2. It's going to be 3-2. Odegaard, Donnarumma with the save. I can't believe what I'm watching here. We absolutely ripped them apart in the first half. We ripped them apart. We destroyed them. I agree. It's just like heads have gone. Spurs have got this like confidence back, and it's like you're scam artists, man. Like they're big up, Mike. What if VAR stopped giving us decisions because we won the 115 charges against the FA? it's against the Premier League. But yeah, I know the point you're making. The Premier League taking their revenge as they could not win in court. I doubt it, but I mean, the amount of decisions that have gone against us this season, yet we continue to get accused of being cheats and brown paper bag jobs and things like that. It's unbelievable. Like, when one might go our way, the amount that go against us, though, no one bats an eyelid at that. Spurs are in again. We're in big fucking trouble here. Save by Donnarumma. What a save as well, because that was going to be 3-2. Xavi Simons hanging into this game. Hanging on in here. Hanging on in. One of these days, people will realise that I might actually know a few things about City. You know what I mean? Like, why did I say curse? Curse might be an excessive word. People obviously pictured some sort of ghost. I don't know why. Obviously, it's a bit said in jest, but people took it seriously. Ball up in the way. You got to clear that, lad. You got to clear it, Rodri. Clear it. Nico O'Reilly, sort your fucking head out, mate. Just toe bungs it clear. Nico O'Reilly before, man. He's got to be so assertive to stopping that cross. Nico G and Nico O'Reilly. Why is he so open here, Xavi Simons? He's offside. Nico O'Reilly, you need to fucking, like, settle yourself, mate. Like, he was just clearing the ball and he toe bunged it, like, right centre-back sort of position, out for a throw-in. It took him an eternity to get to left-back. And then he realised Xavi Simons is like got acres of space. And then he plays the ball around Nico O'Reilly. And thankfully the run was offside. But you got to be switched on, mate. Look at him right now. Look at him right now. If you're watching and you're in sync with me, look at how far over he is to Mark Gay. Oh, come on, lad. That ball's getting switched all day long. And they're looking for it. And it's gone out for a goal kick. They get it wrong. But they are looking to hurt him. I can't believe that says 2-2. How is that 2-2 right there? It's beyond me. Honestly, lads. Odebert, Xavi Simons. It's all Spurs, man. We are getting dominated. Archie Gray, fucking deal with it, lads! Bernardo Silva doing the dogged work, doing everyone else's fucking job, basically. Long ball, one-on-one, Haaland. Hold it! Hold the ball, Erling! That's a good ball. That's a good ball. About fucking time, Erling, mate. Well done. Well done. Get in the box now, mate. Get in the box. Cleared. Bernardo Silva. Find Haaland. Back post. Ball in. Oh, Reinders has put it wide. Let's bury these bastards, man. We're better than them. We're better than them. You just fucking... It's one goal has rattled you. You've got to recognise City. Ignore the fans. Ignore the fans, because the fans are going to say, oh, bottle jobs, blah, blah, blah. The goal comes from the scabbiest foul. Like, it's never should have stood. The 2-1. The one for Spurs should never have stood. Should never have stood. And obviously goals change games. They swing the momentum. And that's exactly what's happened. But you, as players, after that, are to blame for allowing that circumstance to affect you so much. Why have you allowed it to hurt your feelings so much? Control your emotions. You're not a fan like me who's losing his fucking head on a stream. You're on a football pitch being paid God knows fucking what to keep your fucking composure. Who gives a shit? They've scored this shit, Spurs. We're miles better than them. Go and bury them. Don't let them get back into the game. 2-2. Have you done this? The one, it happens. It happens in football. You ride it out. You ride it out and you go and finish them off and get a third. You do not allow them to get back into this game. Ball across. Fucking hell. Get in there, Haaland, man. Fucking throw yourself at the ball, mate. Big up Russ. Typical fucking City and diabolical defending. For the second goal, yeah. For the second goal, it was. Like, Nico O'Reilly looked like he hadn't realised he's at left back yet. You know what I mean? He hadn't switched gears. He was still in defensive midfield in his head, wasn't he? And Nico G getting across. Neither of them were assertive. Got to deal with that. Just smash him. Just take him out. Just don't let that cross come in like that. Cheers, Russ, mate. And you, Mike. Haaland needs to come off. Yeah. If crosses keep coming in, I'm starting to think about keeping him on the pitch because we're starting to look like we're getting control of this game a little bit better now. We might have seen that little flurry of chances from Spurs because City in the last, 2 minutes have started to actually control the game a bit better while I've been ranting. And if crosses keep coming into the box, that's got to be better though. Rodri, that's so easy to deal with. Such a vertical, long through ball. It's just never going to come off that, is it? But if crosses keep coming in, then I don't really want Marmush on the pitch. Not loopy crosses to the back post. You want Haaland on for that shit. But if he's going to be on, he's got to fucking attack it. He's got to go for it. But 2-2. How? They're so bang average, man. Spurs. Oh. And Nico O'Reilly then. That little pass, to Bernardo Silva then. Bernardo Silva's oh shit, is that for me? That's better. Crisp passing. Ping it. Ping that ball around the pitch. Keep it moving. Spurs couldn't live with us in the first half. How have we allowed this Spurs side? Handball! There's part of me that still believes, There's part of me that still believes here, Come on, we've got 1.8 thousand watching and 700 likes. We can definitely do better than that. We'll definitely do. Smash the likes up, people. Come on. So many of you watching have not hit the like button. And it's a travesty. It's a travesty. And it's free. All you need to do is... And then it's done. And you've made the world of difference and you've helped somebody, which is a nice thing to do. Big up Welsh Wing. Although as an Arsenal fan I thought it was a foul for the first goal, you've been battered by this shite team in the second half. I don't agree with that, to be honest. It's absolute chaos. It's chaos and it's scrambled out for a goal kick. I don't know how that's not gone in, to be honest. Battered is an extreme word, but the point being is goals change games. If the correct decision was found, which would be VAR, who looked at it, by the way, they looked at it. VAR thought, I'm going to have a look at this. I'm going to see Mark Gay's leg get kicked by Solanke, whose momentum of the force behind his leg therefore kicks the ball into the net. When scoring a goal, you either score it yourself. Why has it been given as an own goal? The answer's pretty simple. You only need to look at the score sheet. Look at the score sheet. What does it say? Does it say Solanke goal or Mark Gay own goal? It says Mark Gay own goal. So did he kick the ball into his own net? Or did someone kick his leg and make his leg move because it was in the air? And guess what? When you kick someone's leg, their leg moves. It's mad that, isn't it? It's weird how that one worked out. So is that a foul or not a foul? You can kick someone's leg, can you, and make them touch the ball as a result of it. You didn't touch the ball, but you can boot someone in the calf and their leg sends the ball into the net and that's not given as a foul. That's legit. Obviously, that's going to change the game because 2-0 compared to 2-1 changes everything in here, especially away from home. I don't think it's right how poor the City players have dealt with that goal going in because we've allowed it to hurt us so much. But the goal shouldn't have stood. Had that goal been overruled and VAR gets involved and says no goal, then we're laughing, aren't we? Reinders just wide. Unbelievable, man. Big up D. What else can we expect from 45 minutes FC? Yeah. I mean, we are very much that side at the minute. It's just the circumstances. I don't even think we've played that badly. Spurs have grown in the game. They've looked better, but I don't think we've been poor. I really don't think we have been in the second half. And I think it's like an over-exaggeration because it's allowing a 2-goal lead to turn into 2-2. So on the face of it, it looks like one team must have been good in the first half and the other team must have been bad in the second. No, I don't think that's the case at all. I just think one goal has just decided the momentum of this game. And it's a refereeing decision again that's completely decided it. But once again, Manchester City are going to be accused of brown paper bag jobs when we are witnessing decisions left, right and centre go against us. You know, own goals going in against us by someone else booting our player. And then you've got an Arsenal team that are being celebrated for their second top goal scorer being own goals itself. Now he's turning up for our lot now. Own goals, that he's a fantastic player for Arsenal. OG. Mr. OG, Mr. Oggy, Mr. Oggy, oi, oi, oi. What is Nunes doing there, though? Nearly fucking getting caught on the ball, man. You get what you deserve if this goes in. Fucking hell, it nearly did. Nunes, mate. What the fuck? It just doesn't feel like we deserve to be like coming away with anything less than a win. It feels like we deserve a win. This game, man. I don't know how we've allowed this game to turn into this. The referee's obviously... Well, VAR's played its part. I don't think we can actually blame the referee for that first goal for Spurs because I don't think he could see it. But that's what VAR's there for, isn't it? Nico G, man, just such a poor ball that was. Sort it out, mate! Big up, Electro. This is beyond tactics. We're crumbling because these players are gutless, no testosterone. They don't make men like they used to anymore. They definitely don't make men like they used to anymore, mate. Definitely. Imagine like a World War II vet sitting down and having a chat with any man of today. Anyone. Even the hard nuts. You know, even the hardest nuts ever. Not a fucking chance. Do you know what I mean? They don't exist like that anymore. You're 100% right there. And I actually agree with you with regards to the tactics as well, because I do think it's a mentality issue that, you know, you allow that one goal to become such a problem. I'm not sure testosterone's playing its part because that's, like, hard to gauge. I'm pretty sure there is a metric for it, but I don't know. I know the point you're trying to make, though, mate. Corner ball to City. Yeah. Foden's coming on. Is that Bernardo Silva coming off? He looked like he was limping as well. He's been brilliant. Bernardo Silva. He's been absolutely brilliant today, Bernardo Silva. Sensational. Rodri's first half performance was fantastic. I think Bernardo Silva's been consistent from first whistle to his substitution. But somehow we are drawing a game where we've completely been the better side. Totally the better side. And we're drawing the game. I've no idea how. No idea how. It's just like everything's going against us, man. Like, while I've been bitching and moaning, the amount of chances and balls coming into the box is unbelievable. Haaland's just been manhandled, by the way, for a penalty. It should be, potentially, because he's just been, like, grabbed round the midriff. He's not going to get it, though. Because why does City get any decisions going our way? We don't get decisions. Do you know what I mean? We've got to make sure Arsenal win the league, haven't we? Because otherwise it's boring. VAR, very average reviewing, yeah. Average is polite. It's polite way of putting it, mate, Christine. It really is. Atrocious would be the word I'd go for. Very atrocious reviewing. I mean, Donnarumma nearly saved it as well. That second chance, like to even get your fingertips on it for Solanke was unbelievable. But how are we watching a 2-2 here, man? I mean, he's even going to touch the ball. Spurs. Slanky's gone down. I'm guessing he's going to be injured for another 9 months. And then we'll see him back for next season for the City fixture, where he'll score. Haaland, mate. Do us a favour and just stop having a chuckle with the Spurs players. I don't want to look at the TV when I see it, mate. It makes me so angry. Having a chuckle. How long are they going to add on, by the way? Because, I mean, this has been like over a minute just for one injury. Well over a minute. And we've had what? How many substitutions? It's got to be about 4 or 5 now. How many injuries? I bet it's like 9. That's better. That's better. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Let's go and win the fucking game. Try not to lose it. Fuck's sake, City. I'm watching Foden, by the way. Because I'm fucking worried. Haaland, oh my God! Xavi Simons. Sar's on, by the way, for Spurs, and he's a danger. Very athletic. Knows where the goal is as well, especially this season. Semenyo closing down Vicario. Long ball, one to deal with for Kasanoff up against Pape Sarr. We need some fucking warriors out there, man. We ain't got enough of them. We ain't got enough warriors. Too many soft asses out there. Too many fucking pansies. Like, get the fuck stuck in, lads. Like, Reinders. Foden. Get into them. Fucking nail them, lads. That's a yellow for Rodri, is it? Rodri's getting sent off. Rodri's getting sent off. Is he? Referee went to his pocket and then decided against it. Haaland, mate. And it should have been a yellow there, to be honest. He's gotten away with it, Rodri. And it's you, Haaland. It's not Rodri. It's your shit fucking touch. Giving a hospital pass to Rodri. So he has to commit the foul. He has to go for it because of your shit layoff. Del Clouds, let's not. We're not done yet, but that should have been a red card for Rodri. 100%. He's gotten away with murder there. I mean, to be fair, it wouldn't really have affected the game too much because it would have been 10 men with like 9 minutes to go. But the point being is, from my point of view, is Haaland is the reason you had to fly into that tackle. He's got to do better, Haaland. I mean, don't forget, the first half chance, he was sent through on goal, Haaland. And I'm getting fed up with fucking Reinders. I am really getting fed up with how soft he is. Like, are you built for this? Are you built for this league, Haaland, Reinders? Because you back out of so many tackles. So many tackles. Marmush is coming on for Rodri. Wise decision from Pep Guardiola, that, because he was about to get himself sent off. And that would have been Rodri out for the Newcastle game. But Marmush coming on. And then Semenyo, like, come on, lad. You've just given it away. And arguably, we could be about to lose the game here unless Kasanoff can do something. He does. Kasanoff, brilliant. Again, Donnarumma down the line. Get on the end of that. Get on the end of it. Hold it, lad. Hold it, Phil. It's so frustrating that 9 minutes goes on the board and we're not doing anything with it. Talk about a boost. That's such a boost, man. You see 9 minutes go up on the board and you're like, yes, let's go. Nothing. Nothing. Marmush has just given it away. And he's won it. Well, he's given a throw-in away, but I mean, Archie Gray just wanted it more. He just wanted it more. I'd have brought him on even earlier, Chad, to be honest. I just feel like Haaland's just done nothing in this second half. He's offered so little. Had that chance gone in the first half from Erling Haaland, we'd be talking about a completely different Haaland performance. And that right there is Erling Haaland. That's the discussion point for Erling Haaland. He scores, he silences people. When he goes missing in games like this, where he gets opportunities, but he lets us down, then it's a different conversation because we're not talking about, oh, we've got to create for him. If you don't create for him, how can you have a go at him? But he's getting chances. One big one at the beginning of this game. And he could still go and win us the game. He's on the pitch right now, and who's to say he won't go and win us the fucking game? There's like 3 minutes to go. But we haven't looked like creating a chance since that stoppage time board went up. Since the injury time got added on. We haven't had a sniff. You know, we're 5 minutes in. There's only 3.5 of it left to go. Foden, ball, back post. Haaland keeps it alive. Cleared by Paulinho. Honestly, man. Is it that? Is it that? Cherky's absence. It might not be a coincidence that Cherky's left the pitch. And we look miles worse, don't we? We do. In terms of the final third, anyway, I think overall, Bernardo Silva and Rodri have had very good games. Very good games, both of them. Really good in that midfield. But we're talking about a referee, a VAR decision for their opener, and then the overall mentality of these players and just their inability to deal with adversity. Just like, oh, fucking hell, Spurs have scored. Oh my God, we're so bad. You in the chat were the same, by the way. You were the same. You were exactly the same as the mentality that we see on this pitch. You'd all given up at 2-1. Vasco, mate, I remember you sent the super chat at 2-1. That's the mentality that these players have. They have we give up. It's 2-1. We're only winning 2-1. So let's give up. What the fuck, man? It's 2-1. We're winning. Why do you need to give up? Why do you lose your heads? It was a shit goal to concede. It happens. You deal with it. You just ride it out, man. I'm not saying we are to blame as the chat because we're not on the pitch, but that's exactly the mentality that's on the pitch. But you're not getting paid fucking hundreds of thousands of pounds a week. They are. And they are playing at a level where you cannot think like that. And they are. They're thinking like, Vasco, 2-1. Oh, that's it then. That's it. Give up. Don't give up, man. Fuck me, man. Like less than a minute to go. Well, just over, sorry. A minute to go. Why? Why? He got a yellow card. Is that an accumulation? I thought they wiped him at Christmas. You shouldn't be missing the Liverpool game. What are we now? Is it 6 points behind Arsenal? Still technically doable, but it's the sort of result that's like... Yeah, don't worry about it, lads. You keep knocking it around on the halfway line. That's it. That's how you score with what, 15 seconds to go? Yeah, don't bother lumping it forward or trying to get a goal. Or lump it forward over everybody, and then the game's gone. That's the game. Nico Gonzalez, who's been poor since he's come on. Really poor. Not just that, but there goes the 99. And that should be that. It's disappointing, man. That's a polite way of putting it. We haven't offered anything in the second half. Poor, says Russ Davis. There goes the full-time whistle. We offered a bit, but only at 2-2. Once it had gone to 2-2, yeah, we turned the screw a little bit. And I'm annoyed at multiple things. There is reasons here why we didn't win this game. There are reasons outside of being bad. Like, it's not just City were poor. Not for me. I feel like the referee and VAR has played a massive role into allowing Spurs back into this game. So we fucking battered them in the first half. We dominated them. I don't know how we can just say how bad we are in the second half following a VAR decision. Now, there is a spell in the game where you have to manage your feelings, your emotions, and manage the game. Manage the scoreline. Look at it and say, we're winning, okay? And how did you get to this point? By playing a level of football that they just could not live with. In the first half, we were all over them. All over them. But I'm frustrated with the team after 2-1. And then after 2-2, we showed a bit of something, not much fair in fairness, like lumping it into the box, crosses coming in. Haaland, mate, you have got to do so much more in this City shirt if you want us to win this league, mate. You've got to do more. You got given a golden opportunity to win the game, really, and to make it 2-0 in the first half. You've got to take that chance. Outside of that, your hold-up play has got to be better. You've got to throw yourself at the ball more. And that was just... You know, when this is the thing. Again, people won't understand this because I feel like, I swear to God, man, I'm speaking to children half the time. When I speak on my channel, I swear like there's very few people that I'm convinced with that actually understand what I'm talking about here. But the curse of Tottenham being one of them. But you know when you just feel like things go against you, and sometimes it just does. When it just falls that way, the ball just doesn't drop for you. Those are sentences that are real things in football that people don't, like, they don't compute with some people. They don't understand that the ball can sometimes, it can drop for you, and sometimes it doesn't drop for you. The spin of the ball, anything like that in football. And there's an accumulation of things happening in our season right now that's just going against us, man. Like so many little details that on their own, they're minor. But when you add them all up, they amass to a big problem. They turn into a big problem. And we've had title races where it's gone our way. The ball's dropped for us. It's gone our way in previous title races. And this just feels like a season where it's just not going our way. And that's not just the only reason why we're second in this Premier League. We've got to look ourselves in the mirror. It's not just a single excuse, because we absolutely have been our own worst enemies at times during the season. But there are also moments where it's just gone against us, and VAR and like the luck of football just goes against you. Today, VAR absolutely has played a massive part in these points being dropped for Manchester City. Because if that doesn't count, it stays at 2-0. Who knows what happens after that? Who knows? But these things happen in football. They just happen. Unfortunately, it's just seemingly going against us right now, but somehow we are still only 6 points behind Arsenal. And that to me is mind-blowing, considering the luck that they've had, the things that have gone their way, the amount of own goals that they've had. And their own goals are going in for against us today. He's turning up for Arsenal again, but he's not even playing for Arsenal today. He's playing for fucking Spurs. It's just frustrating that, and I know that I'll say these things to people and they won't understand. And I feel like you mustn't have been watching football long enough to understand that football has a way about it, that there's no science to it sometimes. There is an emotional aspect to football, a massive part of it. And luck is a real thing in football. That's why we keep coming back, because it's the randomness of it. And that's why we love it so much. We keep coming back because it's like, well, it might be my day next week. It might be my day. And often it is in football. That's why we keep coming back. But to ignore these moments when they go against you and just like tunnel vision, Pep out. Pep is to blame. Pep is the reason. You're fucking deluded. You're deluded. You don't understand. You do not get it. If you're a Manchester City fan calling for Pep's head, then you're not one of us, as far as I'm concerned. You've lost your fucking mind and you never had it to begin with. You are outside of your mind. You don't understand what we're dealing with here. That luck is a real thing. And it's gone against us. And VAR has played its role today. Now, I'll give it to you if you want to have a go at the players after that goal goes in. You've got to handle it better. The players, they can't capitulate. Nico O'Reilly, Nico Gonzalez, they've got to get out and block that cross. They didn't. They allowed it to rattle them. And that's on the players. And it's on Pep. Yeah, but there's so many factors at play here that it doesn't need to be binary. It doesn't need to be black or white. It doesn't have to be. There's a conversation about this game for me. And it frustrates me that you just know that what's coming next from our own underwhelming fan base. I find that the percentage of our fan base is growing. It disappoints me. I feel disappointed by my own fans. Like, not me, the City fans. The City fans. We. It's meant to be a we. It's a we thing, isn't it? And you'll hear people, by the way, talk about... If you ever hear anyone saying, that's not my team, that's not my team. You know, when you hear content creators saying it, my, like it's like you're the manager, like it's your team. Like, have you ever heard me say my team? It's we. It's we. We are Manchester City. It's not my team. It's yours team and my team. It's a we thing here. And you know what's coming tomorrow. It will be fans out. It will be Pep out. It will be this player this player that, and got to sell this player. Sell Haaland. Sell Foden. Sell them? Like, fucking how old are you? Jesus Christ. Makes me cringe, to be honest. I cringe. I cringe at myself. Sat here talking to what presumably I'm assuming is 14-year-olds. Do you know what I mean? You've got to be halfway through adolescence, because there's no way I'm talking to an adult. There's no way. No way. Not a chance. Title race finally over. Maybe. 6 points. Not ideal. I am concerned. I must admit. It's the reaction to that first goal going in is why I'm most concerned about the players. But I'm waiting to see Arsenal. I just want to see Arsenal, because I thought there's two aspects to Arsenal that I felt strongly this week. Was the loss against United was big. Like, the way they handled that loss was poor. But you have to take your hats off to Arsenal for the way they responded to Leeds. And it isn't the performance, because I don't think the performance was as good as they're making out, even though they scored 4. I don't think that was that impressive. What's most impressive about the Arsenal result for me is the fact that they lost Bukayo Saka in the warm-up and they had their transportation disrupted on the way to Leeds. They had a plane cancelled and they had to get the train. Those are the sort of things that just fuck you in the head. Like, especially if you're already fragile, as Arsenal are. They are fragile. Do you know what I mean? And they obviously aren't, because they dealt with their best player getting injured. They dealt with the transportation being completely disrupted, having to completely change everything, and all of a sudden you're not getting a plane, you're getting a train. People are thinking like, what's the big deal, Jonny? A plane getting cancelled and now you have to get a train. It affects them. because it's the sort of thing that you're like, oh, is that a thing? Is that a bad omen? It's the thing that just gets in your brain. It's like, oh, that went against us. That's annoying. That's like, oh, is it going to be one of them days? Those things appear in your mind, and if you don't get it, then you haven't been watching football long enough. If I have to explain that to you, then you obviously haven't been watching football long enough. And that, for me, is a credit to Arsenal to deal with that, and not just deal with it, win 4-0. So, as much as I've seen signs that the bottle jobs are still in there, they still have that fragility. We've seen it already. To come back with the Leeds performance is a sign that they are better than what they used to be. Doesn't mean they're good enough to win the title, but they are better than what they used to be. And we are worse than what we used to be. So is this more of a leveling of the playing field? And now, at the end of the season, it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. So I don't know. When I first said, when it went to 7 points, and I said from the United loss and then the Bodo loss, that was for me the biggest eye-opener of the season. That was a massive concern to me that these players are not quite ready to do this title race just yet. But we might not need to be at the level that historically we have been in the past, because Arsenal are still being Arsenal of the past and dropping points like they have done in recent weeks. So I'm not there yet. I'm not sure which way to go, in all honesty. I'm talk about sitting on the fence, but at 6 points, having to play Arsenal, it could become 3 if we beat them. That's one game. One bad day at the office for Arsenal, and it could be a big problem for them. So I'm not quite there yet, but I still, if you really force me, I don't think we're going to win the league. I don't. I think Arsenal will have enough this year. That's my honest, from the heart feeling. No, from the head feeling. The heart still has a bit of belief. Because why the fuck would I, I mean, that's why we're here. That's why we're football fans. Because you've got to have a little bit, haven't you? You've got to have that little bit of fantasy in there. You have to. Tough result. Thoughts on Newcastle after today? If they play like they did against Liverpool the other night, then we'll have no problems. And I feel like we'll be angry after that game. 2-0 up. I think we've conceded 1 goal in about 10 years at home to Newcastle. So we'd need to concede 3 in one night to get knocked out. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Big up Christine. Yes, Pep is the manager, but the players must play. You're absolutely right. The players have to take some responsibility. They really do. You missed the super chat, says Micah. Appreciate the super chat, mate. Welsh Wing. If they want Haaland out, we'll buy him at Arsenal. Yeah. Minx. I think that tactics in the second half from direct play to possession, our defensive line was in the opposition half and slow build-up. I don't know. I need to watch the game back to give you an honest answer about the tactics, but I actually thought we didn't do that badly in the second half. FG, appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. Micah, did I miss one of your super chats? I can't see it, mate. I'm sorry if I've missed your super chat, mate. Sorry, buddy. I can't see it anywhere, mate. But yeah, tough one, that. Tough one. A grim one. A grim one, considering I can't get over the first half performance. Like Rodri and Bernardo Silva. Please, I'm begging you, chat. Don't forget that. Don't forget that first half performance, because that was a big part of, obviously, the second half plays its part, and the game is 90 minutes. You can throw all the cliches you want at me. I'm well aware of them, that the game doesn't finish at half-time. It finishes at full-time. You're absolutely right. But was the decline that bad in the second half? Spurs improved. I don't know how you don't improve from Spurs in the first half. It's kind of like Chelsea against West Ham. Did you watch the Chelsea game versus West Ham? Did you see how bad Chelsea were in the first half? And then the Chelsea side that turned up in the second half? That's inevitable. West Ham should have been aware of that they're going to get better, because they're not going to continue to be as bad as that. We knew that, and I still don't think we declined to a level that is deserving of a 2-2 draw. I don't believe that at all. And I don't care what you say to me now, that how bad we were in the second half, Pep's finished, players this, players that. I'm sorry, but I just don't believe that at all, and I just feel like this is just a tough one. It's a shit game. It was a tough pill to swallow, this one. It is. 5-0 wonder. Me too, mate. Me too. You know, the day when it happens, by the way. And it's not even the day when it happens. It's the season after. It's when people will realise, you know, when there is an inevitable decline, no matter who we sign, there will come a time where it's like, that Pep guy was all right. Why did we ask to get him out? Fucking, you know what I mean? I don't know. I've started to realise this season that there's a few people that let's not go there. Let's not go there. Because I'll regret it. I'm just like ultimately, the overarching concern for me is the portion of fans that we now have, the percentage of what's the word? Highly unqualified individuals to be talking with such rash statements, who think it's good because they see other fan bases do it, yet they aren't aware of who Pep Guardiola is. They can't be. They just can't be. They can't have that understanding of who Pep Guardiola is, who the man is, who the manager is, what he's capable of. They obviously aren't aware of that, because they wouldn't say the things they say if they were aware of that. So I no longer want to engage with you, because it's like, well, it's like having a conversation with your nan about football. Do you know what I mean? It's that same level of feeling that I get. Like, shall I put on stabilizer? Shall I put training wheels on for this conversation? Do I need to put training wheels on for this conversation for you to understand what's happening at the football club? Do I need to do that? Because it seems like I do. It seems like it doesn't register well with a lot of City fans now that Pep Guardiola is clearly in the middle of something right now, openly admitting that he's happy to change the way we play. The direct football that we play is totally different. Not an abandoning of possession, but a clear indication that we are willing to change and adapt. With the introduction of Pep Linders, who I have thoroughly enjoyed listening to speak to, hearing him speak this week. Hearing him speak to me and knowing that Pep is alongside him fills me with confidence. Knowing that we are on the right path. We are still on the right path. And Arsenal being 6 points ahead of us is resorting Manchester City fans to saying stupid things. And it makes me, ultimately, I'm just like, I have nothing to give you. I have nothing to speak to you about, really, because it's just like, I feel like nodding and smiling at you. That's the best you're going to get from me. Pep out. It makes me want to... Okay. Is there anyone else who wants to have a conversation? You know what I mean? I'm waiting for the conversation to be over. Because it was over the second you said Pep out. And now I'm just like... Someone else? Is there anyone else? I've got them gloves. Dominic Solanke. Nice gloves, them. Anyway, yeah. I'm looking for City fans to have a rational conversation with. And I know there's a shitload of you in that chat, by the way. There's so many of you that have got your head screwed on. You know what you're talking about. Sadly, not everyone does. I didn't watch it, but by Jonny's ears... Oh, have they gone red? Yeah, that's more after the game. But big up Chad and big up Darks. Appreciate the super chat. Yeah, tough one this. Tough one. Big up Matt. 100%. 100%. Yeah, but it's one of them. One of them days. One of them days. Tough one. I do think we'll bounce back against Newcastle. I think we'll beat them. It's just the Liverpool game. I'm more looking at that, to be honest. What do you want from me, mate? What do you want from me? What do you want me to critically analyse? I have critically analysed the situations we've conceded. I've critically analysed VAR, and I've critically analysed Nico O'Reilly's involvement in the second goal as well as Nico G. The cross needs to be stopped. I've analysed how we dealt with the idea of going 2-1, getting it back to 2-1. We did not handle that mentally. We allowed Spurs to grow too much into the game. We gave them more confidence than they deserved in that game. I don't see any other, other than, obviously, bear in mind, mate, do you know what I mean? I've just watched the 90 minutes like you. I have to watch the game back to watch it thoroughly in detail. But there wasn't enough in that second half for me to start nailing everybody and nailing the players. And, there are some players out there that were just not at the races and just not good enough. I think Haaland, I think he needs to improve. He's nowhere near good enough. Again from Haaland. But I thought Nico G, when he came on, was very poor when he came on. Very sloppy, very poor. The loss, the substitutions that were forced upon us, Ryan Aït-Nouri and the two Ryans going off was a huge blow to the momentum of the game. So you can put your fucking caps on you want and shout at me all you want with your how many exclamation marks is that? 3. But you are not critically analysing the game, Jonny. And I mean, I'm not saying what you want me to say is what you're actually saying there. You're not saying what you want me to. That's it. If you want me to say what you want me to, tell me what you want me to say and I'll say it so you can be fucking happy. Do you know what I mean? Tell me what you want me to say and then I'll tell you to fuck off. Is that alright? I don't speak for you, mate. I speak for myself. If you don't like my opinion, by all means, tune into someone else. But other than that, you know what I mean? You're not going to tell me what to say, mate. That's just not something I do. But there's lots to analyse overall. I think Manchester City have been hard done by today. I don't think it's a fair result, 2-2. I think we were by far the better team for the majority of the game. And that includes portions of the second half. I think there were spells that we were just really not imploding, but nowhere near the mental capacity for title winning sides where you concede a goal, then you just chill, hold yourself, check yourselves, hold yourself, just manage the situation. To allowing it to get into such a frustrating situation where you immediately it's been the curse of our season and last season where one mistake turns into 2 mistakes and 2 mistakes turns into 3 mistakes, and it's not even a mistake, is it? It's just something going against you. Something not going to plan. It's not in the script. VAR not overturning Mark Gay getting booted in the back of the calf. That's not in the script. Oh well, deal with it. You deal with it. They keep looking at it now. I don't know how that's not given as a foul. I honestly don't know how that's not a foul. Every angle they keep showing it. The fact that they are talking about it in the studio, I have no idea what Micah Richards and Jamie Redknapp. I know what Jamie Redknapp will be saying. He'll be saying it's a goal and Semenyu's a Liverpool player. That's what he'll be saying, the fuckwit. Darks, Arsenal move further away and United gets in range. I wouldn't worry too much about United. If anyone watched the Fulham United game today, by the way, Fulham were fucking class. I don't know how United come away with a win in that game. It's gone against us this weekend. It's gone against us. How should Omar feel about everything going on? I'm extremely annoyed. Extremely annoyed. If I was Omar Marmush, that's the one thing I will criticise Pat for, is the handling of Omar Marmush. I don't think it's fair to drop him today. I know it seemingly was systematic because the midfield was to incorporate Nico O'Reilly and Bernardo Silva and Rodri. Semenya for me had to start and Cherki had to start. Therefore, there was only one space available with the system for Marmush, and it was between Haaland and Marmush. Now, going off the last 2 years, Haaland starts. I'll give you that because we know. But going off recent form, albeit Haaland scored against Wolves, and it was, against Galatasaray, and it was a good goal. Doku sending him through, great finish, lovely little dink by Haaland, brilliant goal. Does that warrant him to start over Marmush when, what has he... I know he didn't play great against Galatasaray, but that's the frustrating aspect for me, is it's not about what Haaland has done. It's about what he hasn't done for City. Lately in particular, where he's just been nowhere near at the races. Before this, it was 1 goal in 9 games before the goal against Galatasaray. And then he scores against Galatasaray, and we're thinking that ends it. That ends the drought. We're back again with no Haaland goal. We're back again. And in a game where he should have scored. So this isn't a writing off of Haaland. That doesn't mean sell Haaland. That means he needs to be properly dropped. Not one game where, and then Marmush is just like put to the wayside and like, right, we need you, mate, because Haaland's having a bad game. He's not having a good time, Haaland. So we need you, Marmush. Welcome back from the AFCONs, by the way. You're straight in. Great. Plays well. Scores a goal. Right. Well done, Marmush. Pat on the back for you. You're in the game. Next Galatasaray. But we're making sure Haaland plays. Haaland's back in as well, which I don't have a problem with because the system worked. We played well. Haaland played very, very well against Galatasaray. He had a great game. Really good game. But then Marmush drops to what I gave him as a 6 out of 10. I felt like it was an average performance for Marmush. He missed one big opportunity that Haaland could have got an assist. But then you're punished immediately the next game. How is that fair? Because how many times, going by that logic, if you're going to apply that logic that one bad game equals dropped, then I do not expect to see Haaland against Newcastle. That's the same logic. That's Pep's logic. That Marmush had a bad game, so he's dropped. Well, then Haaland's dropped for Newcastle. Isn't he? He must be. Going by that logic, he must be. Because Haaland had a stinker today. And we can't even talk about Marmush's performance because he was on the pitch for about 10 seconds. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. So, yeah, in answer to your question, I feel like he's been incredibly hard done by. Incredibly hard done by. Tough one, this, and I'm fuming. I don't know if you've found that out yet, but I'm not happy at all. I'm fuming, and I'm just like preemptively self-defence against the Manchester City fans that are just not proper. They're not real ones, are they? Tough one. Right, player ratings in the morning. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.